You could tell. Yeah, you could tell we talked a lot before we started because Robert was like, let's get this fucking going, guys.
Yeah, we talked about a bunch of nonsensical stuff that Robert probably didn't really care about either, but Pat and I were
on
just
Zoom for
chitting.
40 minutes.
We were just chitting and chatting. But hey, we're back. It's Gravy Day. Happy Gravy Day. It's episode 444. Faux show. There we go. Yeah, that was bad. Let's cut. All right, take two. And what's up? It's Pass the Gravy, guys. How's it going? It's episode 444. It's Alex, Pat, and Robert back again. And happy Gravy Day, guys. There.
Happy Gravy Day.
That was better. How's everything going on in y'all's worlds right now? You feeling great, Pat? I'm mostly talking to you because I know you had a tragedy this week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling as good as I did a fortnight ago.
That's 2 weeks ago.
I know, right? But I just wanted to add a 4 in there.
There we go.
I'm past it. My system works. I got absolutely hammered on Saturday night, like half a bottle of scotch, half a handle of whiskey, mix some gin and some beers in there too. Sunday was a little rough, but I got through it, and that's my process. I've dealt with it. Aaron's gone. It was a good Packers career. I'm not going to get my hopes up. We're the new Giants. The dark days are here, but you know, I had a good 30-year run there with the Packers.
Yeah. And you have all those memories to look back on.
I got Jordan Love to look forward to.
You're gonna love him.
Yeah, no, it was a smoke. It was a smoke screen that he did this season. He's actually really good. He's not at all what he put on film.
That way, like that nobody's gonna expect it. So when he blows everybody out of the water next year, they're like, "Wow, really tricked us that time."
He's gonna be a great play action quarterback.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. Yeah, I did. I haven't felt happy about my team all season. So like you felt for the third time or fourth time this year what I felt for 18 weeks.
I want to beat the living dog shit out of our special teams coach.
That's
I want to
right there.
I want to physically assault that man.
Yeah, I did the thing today with the Giants that I promised I wasn't going to do, where the new GM did a press conference, his first one, and like obviously like your first press conference at your new job, we're just going to try and be successful, turn things around. You don't ever take over a good position of a team. Like you don't ever take over a team in great standing. And he's like, well, we're going to try and focus on improving these things and doing this. I'm like, fucking let's go. It's a new era. It's a brand new era. We're right back. We're going to be one of the best teams in the league next year. He's like, that doesn't make any sense. We don't even have a coach. I don't know. Sold myself on it though. And Daniel Jones is coming back for another year. So pretty sad about that, but I'm going to be hurt again. And I've already set myself up nicely for that. Robert,
we're done.
What'd you think?
We're real dumb.
What'd you think about this past week in football? You super stoked about it?
Oh yeah. Super excited. Everyone knows how big fan I am of the game, of the rules. I love overtime.
Yeah. That was a big topic. Robert, did you watch any playoff football at all this weekend?
No,
not 1 second.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, football's dumb. I don't even like it.
Yeah, I'm back and forth with that take.
I love it so much, and all it does is hurt me.
Yep. It gives you brief moments of happiness, but those are the highest of highs, and then it gives you the lowest of lows the rest of that time.
I imagine it's a lot like what dating me would be like.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mostly lows, but the highs, they're probably
most of the time it sucks, but every so often he farts and it sounds like a funny dog or something, so that's okay.
Yeah. And with that, if we haven't already started the Precome segment, let's get into it. Who wants to start us up? Did anybody bring anything to share at the class today?
I'm still so broken inside. I got nothing.
He's depressed. I can start us off. I have enough stuff to carry the team, fellas.
Thank you.
I decided this week that I want to get forklift certified. Does it not look badass anytime you see anybody on a forklift?
Yeah, and everybody that drives a forklift will tell you, yeah, it's as much fun as it looks.
And like being certified, like just I know we have a driver's license that you have to pass a test so you're certified to do that, but it's just like having any sort of certification. Like I want certifications for as many things as I can possibly get. Just like I'm actually a certified radio radio producer / co-host / guy on the Rod Ryan show. Like that would be like, I'm certified at that.
Well, I mean, the easiest certification you can get is the one I have. Just get ordained as a minister.
That's ordained. That's not, that sounds like fancier than certified.
No, I mean, they give you a little certificate like my Packer stock back here. I don't know.
Is that all certified? Just means you got a certificate?
I guess. See, they give you, it's just an email, but like you can print it out.
Right.
That's a certification.
So certifications are it's a pretty loose word, you know?
Is a receipt just a certification of your meal?
It would have to be.
That's a good question.
Right?
I think so.
That's a good question. I just came up with that. I'm going to say yes.
It has to be. It has to be because it's a certificate.
Here's your credit card slip, bam.
You get a certificate when you've like completed something. You've completed your meal and you've completed the payment process. So yes, that's absolutely what that is.
That's fucking awesome.
We're off to a great start, fellas. Off to a great start. This is gonna be a good one.
One.
Apologies in advance, Robert. But yeah, forklifts just look cool as shit. To like, I want to be forklift certified. I just want to lift things and then put them right back down, and lift them and then put them right back down. Carry some pallets. From
maybe a drunk friend or two.
Yeah, but forklifts. Somebody hooked me up with like a really easy certification process for one of those bad boys. I looked it up. They're very expensive to buy, so can't just buy one.
Yeah.
Also, that made me realize when I was thinking about forklifts that those are just like a forklift is really just a mobile diving board.
Nope.
It is
diving board's got to have some kit. Well, I guess they don't. There could be a
springboard, diving board. Have you seen diving in the Olympics? It's usually just a big block that they jump off.
You're right. You're 100% right. My bad. I was thinking of a springboard.
You know, that made me think like if you didn't if you bought a pool, but like you came up a little short on the cash at the end, you're like, fuck, okay, what can we leave out? Well, I want the hot tub. No diving board. Fine. Don't include a diving board.
You're short on cash.
Forklift.
I was gonna say you're short on cash, so you're gonna buy a forklift.
Well, you already own a forklift. You already own the forklift. But you want to save some money on a pool. So just kids, y'all want to use the diving board? Well, hold on. Let me go get it. Beep, 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 beep. You just go park that bad boy there, lift it up as high as you want to take it, and that's you can make it a high. Is it a high dive? Yeah, you can make it a high dive, or you make it just a regular size, diving board.
So that would be the springboard has to be like on the Mount Rushmore of things that are constantly called the wrong thing, then, right?
Well, it is a diving board.
But I see now you're making me get strict with it. Like a diving board it's just supposed to be there. You dive off it. Springboard, you spring. I guess it is both.
Yeah, that's what you call it. You're like, hey, you want to go to the diving board at the pool? It usually is the springboard.
Yeah,
but
when's the last time you fucking did that? I feel like I haven't been on a diving board in
long
years.
A very long time. Unless you like know somebody that has a pool, you have a pool yourself. I feel like we don't go swimming a lot.
It's been so long that I would be worried about using a diving board because I'd be like, my fat ass is gonna break this. I would not feel comfortable on a diving board.
I think I could do it.
I mean, I think I could probably still do it, but I'd be like, I'd have to like ask somebody working there, and they'd be like, dude, I don't know. I'm a 16-year-old lifeguard. Just don't fucking do it. I'd be like, okay, yes, probably smart.
Fine. Whatever you say, 16-year-old.
You can go on that board, sir, but just know one way or the other, you're turning into a TikTok. And I'm like, I don't want that.
I'm out. And because of that, I'm out.
Fatty goes splash. I'm fucking all over TikTok 2 days later.
If you go viral on TikTok, that'd be great for the podcast.
That's true. All right. Who's got a pool?
Forklifts confirmed are mobile diving boards.
Yeah.
All right. Other things I brought up. I'll get to my ideas here in just a little bit. But what percentage, Pat, of stepmoms do you think are really horny all the time or just evil? Because that's really the only portrayals they show you of stepmoms in most occasions. It's like, oh, what are you doing, stepson? Well, your father's not here. And, you know, in certain films, if I may, or it's an evil stepmother like Cinderella.
Well, all women are evil, so there you go. I mean, the Bible taught us that.
Okay.
I like how that got the audible fucking reaction from Robert. All the shit I say, all I had to say is women suck, and he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm gonna say like 85% of stepmoms are horny
all the time, because I'm talking like,
here's the thing.
you gotta watch when you're like walking in the room with her. She's like, oh, hey there. Oh, oops. Did this gown slip?
They say that women, I think, hit their sexual peak in their 40s. That seems like a stepmom age, right?
Yeah.
They're horny, man. Horny and evil. I don't know.
I think there's way less
like
evil
12%
stepmoms than we've been led to believe, which makes me feel like there has to be way less horny stepmoms.
I'm gonna say like
we've
8%.
Been led to believe.
I'm gonna say 8% because I feel like 8% of people
8%.
who have parents probably shouldn't be parents. I'm not gonna put it at a full 10, but like not quite 1 out of 10 people who have kids shouldn't have them. But I'll put it just under that. So we'll say 8% of them are fucking evil and they're just bad parents.
I think 8% is a solid number. I wish it was a little bit like higher, just because of like, I feel like we've been misled. Not like, just like, you know, it would make it seem like they weren't just misleading everybody as much. Right?
Okay.
You want to believe when you see like, oh, people do have real evil stepmothers. But like, you never just see, like, I guess you probably do. There's probably shows and stuff where it's like, oh, this is the fun stepdad. But it's like,
and if they're
Tommy Boy,
evil,
mean step parents, right?
If they're evil and
mean
horny,
stepmom.
Do they do like BDSM? Like
well, I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. They can't. It's like a Venn diagram. Stepmoms, like you get home from the way we've seen stepmoms,
and she's just wearing all leather and she just whips you.
Like the way we've seen stepmoms on TV, it's either horny all the time or evil. But then there is the Venn diagram where there's like horny and evil. And those are dominatrixes.
Yeah. I don't know.
There you go.
You know, we're just going to say dominatrixes are evil. Why not?
I don't. No. We're not saying
you literally just said that.
Well, I'm saying like the evil stepmothers are dominatrixes, but not all dominatrixes are evil.
Should
evil
be
stepmothers are
dominatrices.
Dominatrix eyes.
Like there's a matrix and then there's matrices, I think is the plural term for it.
Dominatrix eye.
Dominasata.
Robert, what do you think it is?
What do I think?
Dominatrix is?
The plural of a dominatrix.
Really getting deep today.
That's what maybe like
I'll go with dominoes.
God damn it. That's why you're the king, Bobby.
I love it. Okay.
Oh, God.
So I don't know where that was going, but we'll move along. Do all berries and fruits make wine? Can you make wine out of any berry? Or like Definitely. It's not just grapes, because there's that song called Strawberry Wine. Yeah. So like if I just smushed up a bunch of like raspberries, I can make raspberry wine, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta ferment.
You gotta get enough juice, add some sugar, and let that bitch ferment. But yeah, I want to try pineapple wine.
Do you think
though? Wild.
I guess you can't. I was gonna say, is there like white wine and red wine for all of them? But like, no, there's got to be different colored.
Boysenberry wine, just so someone can be like, "Why are you doing this?" Raspberry
wine and blackberry wine, like that would be competing kinds of wine.
Ooh.
Boysenberry wine, I'd try it.
I mean, blueberry wine would just be like ridiculously sweet, but I mean, pour that on top of a piece of blueberry pie.
Blueberry wine.
Yeah.
You can make wine out of anything.
Well, any fruit.
Pretty much. All right. Well, I don't know.
Is mango wine gonna be all clumpy? Wait, I'm just thinking of dried mangoes. Never mind. I remember like mangoes aren't always dry. I'm dumb.
I was about to say, I don't think they are.
Dried mangoes do go pretty fucking hard though.
I'm more of just a regular mango kind of guy, especially if it's sliced already.
Well, I mean, I like dried ones too. It's it's an easy snack. Plus, then you can like throw those into a sauce and it like kind of rehydrates them a little bit.
Feel like you're healthy if you're eating mango.
I made the smart choice today, and then you look at the bag and it's like, oh, 8 grams of added sugars per slice of mango. Cool.
And I ate 100 of them, so it's definitely canceled out anything I did.
I just had 1,300 calories worth of fucking mangoes.
I ate 48 pounds of salad with dressing all over it. I'm healthy.
Dressing. God, so many dressings are so fucking bad for you. People don't even realize.
But I had a salad though. It's like,
yeah, with a cup of dressing.
You had a salad at CC's and then you ate 15 pieces of pizza. It doesn't cancel it out.
I mean, just sometimes it's balance. You got to
like
weigh
that food pyramid. Look at it.
Sometimes you eat good, sometimes you eat bad. Like, yeah, not in the same fucking meal.
Yin and yang.
Yin, not ying.
Look, Mercury is in retrograde, so you wouldn't understand, Pat.
I saw some girl tweeted the other day. It's like, I'm actually a Scorpio rising. I always thought I was Taurus rising. Like, oh, so the thing you've identified as and said, this is so me for so long was all bullshit. Who could have fucking told you that one?
Because we've described every single quality on every single one of them, and you've identified with the one somebody told you to. That
I didn't reply that to her though, because I work with her and I'm a little worried she might stab me.
But throw crystals at you. That's the next thing they do.
She's a little bit crazy, but she's got a nice ass, so it's okay.
Whoa! That's a coworker, Robert. Cut that part out.
She works very hard for it.
Cut that part out, Robert. This is Manuary. We still respect women. Okay, unlike how a lot of women don't respect
what was disrespectful about that?
You were being misogynistic.
I was complimenting her on the hard work she does.
Robert, be the judge. Was it misogynistic or not?
It's a little weird because I mean, Pat's manager. So
are you in a position of power over her? Yeah, problematic.
I'm actually the only manager that doesn't say anything about her ass to her face.
That's good, but you're saying it to a podcast.
Yeah,
of lots of people.
Nobody I work with listens to this. It's gonna be okay. They're all assholes.
All right, well, maybe back off of that in the future. We're gonna play a new game every week called "Is It Misogynistic?" And Robert just has to be the judge.
Starring Pat. I feel like most of those are gonna be starring me.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
All right. I had 2 ideas really quickly that I'll do, and we can wrap up the Precome segment. But my first idea is fake cauliflower ear that you can put over your ears and then go to the bar so nobody fucks with you.
Oh, okay. I was reading this. I was like, why would anyone do that? Oh, because you don't want to. Here's an idea. Just don't get into bar fights.
Right.
It's pretty fucking simple. I've never had one.
But like, if you ever see anybody with cauliflower ear, you're like, definitely don't want to mess with that guy.
But also, you're
like a little guy like me. I'd like people are like, oh, I don't want to fuck with the dude with the cauliflower ear, and it makes you look way more tough than you really are. Where like
that's if they even notice,
because they're like, I could take this guy, and then they're like, oh, check out his ear, dude.
Usually, the guy who's fighting you at the bar though is gonna be pretty fucking drunk, so you're hoping that he pushes you, and what are you gonna like lean your ear towards him? Be like, you see this? Don't fuck with me.
But like they have those fake elf ears that like the people wear in the malls for like mall Santa and stuff. Just do that, but with cauliflower ear.
I mean, you can just cover your ears in putty.
Yeah, but I feel like it would look more real if it had
just keep some Play-Doh, keep some tan Play-Doh in your pocket, and if anybody tries to like fuck with you at a bar, just real quick, like slap it on the ear that's not facing him, and then be like, "What?"
It's like makeup. You have to like match it to your palette. What's your ear palette? Send that in, fellas, and we'll send you a do-it-yourself cauliflower ear kit.
You
can make like girls are all like putting their face on, and guys are like, hold on, babe, I'm cauliflowering my ear.
God damn it. That made me think of today. I saw this girl, she had really long braids, And the only thing in my head was, man, that looks like it sucks. Like, can you imagine the amount of time it would take to get ready?
Yeah.
Like, it's so much easier being a dude. Like,
we got hashtag blessed. All right,
yeah.
fellas. And it is the last week of January. I just wanted to let everybody know, like, love all of you bros. Appreciate everybody that's been riding out and defending January's honor. A lot of the haters, some might call them women, have been coming at us and, just disrespecting us. And, oh, it's January. You have your own fucking months. You have like 14 months out of the 12 months of the year. All right. If we really put them together, you have a lot of months. So just knock it off. But I appreciate the women that have respected January and all of the fellas that have built each other up throughout January.
Also,
I'd like the January vibes going into the rest of the year, respectfully, of course. But let's keep building our boys up.
And I think we should do a quick shout out to today's man of the day, as posted by Adam the Cop, Robert Barbosa.
Robert Barbosa, love you, buddy.
Love you.
The Gravian loves you.
All right.
He golf clapped. I love you.
I almost sprayed beer all over this fucking room.
I just imagine like Sam's like, Robert, I love you, and he's just like, clap it up. Let's clap it up for Sam. Like, what? Wait, what? Don't you have any? Like, if I'm clapping, it doesn't count.
Look, as I know you do. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
well,
okay.
happy.
We know it too.
Happy January, everybody, and enjoy what's left of it because we only got a few days.
What if we made Robert Loves Me shirts? Even if he can't say it, we can wear it.
I like it. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
But since Robert probably won't help us make that, we'll put one out ourselves. We'll figure it out.
He'll have one that just says "Prove it."
No, it's just hands clapping.
Hell yes.
Okay, so fake cauliflower ears. I think that's what's the downside? You get your ass kicked because they think that they can beat up an MMA fighter.
That actually is the downside.
That is the downside. That is
they pick a fight with you. They pick a fight with you because of the ear. I
think a lot of times though, like there's people that like maybe the drunk guy doesn't see it, but like his friends are like, hey, don't look at that guy's ears, and then you're oh shit, okay, my bad, dude. Maybe there's other times where that won't happen, but I'd like to think that it would de-escalate some things. Okay.
I'm all about de-escalation.
Last idea I had was Valentine's Day is coming up in a couple of weeks. February 14th, I think, is what it falls this year again, just like every year. But the box of chocolates is always a solid that people get for your Valentine's or whoever. Why don't they ever like, I feel like we're really leaving chocolate chips out of the Valentine's Day equation. Chocolate chips should be a bigger deal other than in just cookies. Like
I fully agree.
You buy a bag of chips and you just eat it. Why can't we buy little bags of Nestle chocolate chips? Like throw those in vending machines. I would just eat handfuls of chocolate chips. It makes too much sense. Like how have we not tapped into this market? If you got somebody a box of chocolates in the shape of a heart, just like the regular ones, but it's just filled with chocolate chips. That seems like there's more chocolate per capita. It seems like it's a lot more fun. And then it's just some finger food. You can set that out in the middle of the table. Hey, everybody have some chocolate chips.
Aren't those just Hershey's Kisses?
Those are big chocolate chips. Yeah. Those are
still chocolate chips.
Those are grande.
They're big. They're
Chucky chips.
Jumbo chocolate chips. Yeah. But I'm talking about like, I want just chocolate chips, regular plain ass chocolate chips in like Lay's potato chip bags. Like that's what we need to have.
No. They should put it in like those Nerds boxes. So you can just
see, I always felt like we were just getting like jobbed by Nerds. Cause like Nerds could have like, again, I know they eventually came out with the bigger boxes, but it's like, you could have started giving us a better serving size than just the little like teeny tiny, like Tic Tac size thing.
I mean, they were marketed at kids, so it's probably good not to give the kids too much sugar. And also, I don't know if that box worked because you got to remember it is chocolate. So if whatever's transporting it gets really hot, it's going to melt to the inside of that like cardboard box or whatever. The plastic bag is probably still the best. I love this idea though. I used to do that as a snack, like growing up as a kid. My mom kept chocolate chips in the pantry. I would go get a little cup, throw some chocolate chips in there. Bam! I got myself a little snacky. It was great.
We're like, you know, sometimes and by sometimes I mean all the time, I have a little bit of a sweet tooth. So like Emma will sometimes she'll buy like the little mini Snickers, and then by like she'll get them on Monday, and by Tuesday they're all gone. Like I ate a whole bag.
It happens.
It just happens. And so sometimes we'll go periods where we just don't have candy in the house because it doesn't stay in the house if we have it. And I know where Emma keeps chocolate chips for when she occasionally, and not occasionally, when she makes cookies from time to time. She keeps the chocolate chips in the kitchen cabinet below our main pantry. And I know exactly where they are. I think she tried to stash them from me, but I know where they are. And I'm saying this while she's at home, so she might be hearing this, but I'm just giving myself up. But yeah, like when we're out of candy, I'll just go sneak some chocolate chips. Just handfuls of chocolate chips.
It's a great snack.
I could buy the Nestle chocolate chip bag, like the entire thing you would make a whole batch, like batches of cookies with, and just sit and watch football and eat chocolate chips. You sit and eat chips out of a bag. Why not chocolate chips? Chocolate chips are just an absolutely disrespected treat that we should not just have in cookies. They are fantastic in cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are my favorite. Chocolate chips alone. Let's normalize that, fellas and ladies. Let's normalize that.
I'm all in.
At your Super Bowl parties, huh? Super Bowl parties coming up. Just pour a little bowl of chocolate chips. I guarantee you, do it as a test. Don't say anything to anybody. Just pour like where there's like, you know, some snacks, some like dessert type snacks where, you know, maybe you got a cake, you got some other stuff, a cookie cake. Just get a little bowl, pour a whole thing of chocolate chips into it. Don't say anything. Guarantee at the end of the night, you're going to see a bunch of handfuls of chocolate chips taken out of that bowl, because if it's there, you're going to do it.
Another idea too. You know those chip and salsa like plates where it's got like the built-in bowl in the middle for the salsa.
Familiar with them. Yes.
So it's kind of cold out right now. If you have some friends over, have like a hot chocolate station. Put the marshmallows on the outside that middle bowl. Fill it up with chocolate chips.
Chocolate chip charcuterie board.
Ooh, now we're getting fancy.
Yeah, marshmallows, and then you get like the Precome shit. Like you buy that, you know, you can break up Hershey's into the little rectangles they're in. You buy the big Hershey's and you can crunch them up. You like just break those and individually like line those up like dominoes. And then you do the same with Kit Kats. You can just like make a Lincoln Log house out of Kit Kats, break them apart for them. It just seems classier because it's like individual.
Fuck yeah, dude. Got to throw some 100 grands in there too, you know. Really
that's super classy.
Really class it up.
Very classy. No, you know what's really the classiest candy has to be Ferrero Rocher. You know, the little ball, like the ball
Ferrari Ranchers.
Ferrari Ranchers. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. Those are the classiest candies, I would say, because they come in like a gold ball, and then it's like wrapped in that little foil. Like it's super cool, and it's got a little sticker on top that says Ferrari Ranchero. It says that on it.
Dude, I mean, those things are fucking good too.
Right? That's another one that I could just eat a whole box of them.
What's the one? I can't think of the name of it right now. It's the one with the layer of toffee right in the middle of it.
Whatchamacallit?
No. God damn it. This is going to drive me absolutely fucking bonkers now.
Robert, what's your favorite candy bar?
Candy bar.
Or just candy. Just candy. What's your go-to candy?
Since I don't think chocolate is a candy, I'll probably say something like Skittles.
Christ, Robert.
Okay. All right. So Skittles, but then also like include a chocolate.
Chocolate. Reese's.
Reese's, you can't go wrong with Reese's.
Heath.
You can't.
Heath bars.
Heath bars. Heath bars are only good to me when they're in other things.
Watch your fucking mouth.
I think it was my grandma made Heath bar pie. Like she would like, it was like a chocolate pie with Heath bar in it, and it was awesome. Like Heath bar and like other dishes is awesome, but like I've never just wanted to like bite into a Heath bar by itself.
Dude, no, I fell in love with it. Sometime
I don't think it's classy. I don't think it's a super classy.
I didn't know about toffee somehow until like I was in high school. My parents didn't buy shit with toffee in it. And like my friend, shout out Charlotte, her mom was like full on English, like accent and everything. And she would make these brownies with a layer of fucking toffee in the middle of it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And she told me. And then next time I was in like a grocery store, I saw the Heath bar and I saw it had toffee. I was like, that's what that is? I've been fucking munching those motherfuckers ever since. Also, pro tip, guys, next time you make brownies, put some fucking toffee in there. It's amazing.
Toffee is just like chocolate caviar. It's like fancy people chocolate. Like it's an accent, but it's like, I've got toffee. Maybe not.
I'm not mad at that. I was in deep thought about
trying
it.
to make a comparison.
No, I do kind of like that one. I'm staring
Get
at
where I'm going with it.
Somebody posted a fucking thing of all these old ass candy bars and O. Henry's in there. I've always heard about it, never had it.
Yeah,
don't know what that one is.
Ferraro Rancheros are the classiest of all the candies, I would say, because of the gold.
Is Charleston Chew like a trailer candy, like redneck taffy candy? No. But I'm saying, like, if that's classy, is Charleston Chew like on the lower end? I don't know why, but in my head,
but I would say it would be lower level.
I was gonna say that Charleston Chew seems like it would have a mullet.
Not knocking Charleston in any capacity, because Charleston's cool.
And Charleston Chews are on Crunch bars. Crunch bars, what's
Crunch
up?
bars are good, but they would be like trashier candy.
Yeah, I think we did enough candy bars there.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good there. But back to like the original point that got us off on this tangent is we need to normalize just eating chocolate chips. And I'm telling you, do the Super Bowl party test. Get your like the sweets you have out. Just pour a bowl of chocolate chips, and then I promise you, at the end of the night, there's going to be some missing because people are going to be like, okay, I'll have a handful. It's a nice little, like, you can ration it off. You can have 1 or 2 little like chips, or you can grab 10 handfuls if you want. That's the beauty of it. But yeah, a whole Valentine's Day chocolate box filled with chocolate chips. One, if Emma's not listening, that's what I'm going to definitely do on purpose now, just so I can say I've seen it. And then 2, like, let's just start selling those. I don't know if we're allowed to do that, but let's just start selling those. We'll figure that out.
Do you have a desk at work?
I do have. I have like a, yeah,
dude. Just
what I have is like a desk, right, Robert? It's not like a. It's got like a. It's got like a console and like a mixing board on it, but it's a desk.
Everybody has to have, like, there's always that one coworker that keeps candy at their desk. You be the chocolate chip guy. Just keep a bowl of chocolate chips at your desk.
Or, okay.
No or.
Gravy tech idea. So we can all get rich. We say our employees / like our work children, basically, which are our listeners' children, that are interns, that are unpaid interns, because they're not employees, but we call them employees because it's a nice thing to do. Builds up their, it makes them feel better. It builds up their egos. We say that they are gravy scouts, and they're selling chocolate chip boxes of chocolate for Valentine's Day to raise money for charity, but the charity is really just us because we're poor. And then, like, you can like bother everybody at work, like people do with Girl Scout cookies, and people are like, yeah, it's candy. Okay. Like cookies and candy, like people are really just like, yeah, here's $20. How many does that get me? You're like, 2. Done. Here you go.
So first of all, we should start some sort of business. We got to file this somewhere and just call the business charity.
Well, charity is just like our wallets, because we.
Well, you gotta have, you gotta. I feel like we're getting into fraud territories.
True.
If like there isn't actually, if we tell them it's going to charity and there's nothing behind it, but if it's going to a business called charity, I think we're in the clear. Morally, maybe not, but I'm fine with that.
Like George Costanza, when he fake donated money to the Human Fund just because it sounded good. It's like, I made a donation in your name. And they're like, yeah, I looked that foundation up. That doesn't exist anywhere. And it's like, yeah, I just didn't want to give anybody Christmas presents. That's really how it went. But we don't have to say it's for Costanza. Anything charity-wise. We'll just say it's for Gravy Scouts. And they'll think that we said Girl Scouts, but we'll just say Gravy Scouts. And then like, did you say Girl Scouts? Like, Gravy Scouts. Yeah, gravy scouts. And you just like you don't like clearly say gravy to them, so they just think that you said Girl Scouts or you meant Girl Scouts, and then they buy the stuff from you. So
we send the real young kids that like don't speak clearly anyway. So that's one way around it.
Great way to go.
We don't teach life skills.
That's our get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, I like it.
We're gonna make a fortune off of chocolate chip boxes.
Chalky Chip's gonna build our empire, bro.
And then what about like you always get the heart, but why is the heart never also chocolate? Chocolate's inside chocolate would be nuts. Oh, it'll melt. Yeah, okay. We keep it refrigerated. I don't know. I'm just saying that's another idea. Anybody listening?
Wax paper.
Anybody listening is our attorney. So attorney-client privilege. You can't repeat this to anybody else. They could steal it. We have verbal trademarks on all of this. Moving on.
We'll come after you.
We'll cease and desist the fuck out of you. But moving on, let's get on to the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you guys what's back in the news as far as we are concerned this week. It's brought to you by our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company, who we announced last week are giving us our own beer again, Darling Like a Marlin 2 Electric Boogaloo, coming out in April. We're going to get you guys a date here, an exact date in the next couple of weeks, but we're going to do a live podcast out there. We're going to have some music and have all kinds of fun. And Southern Star always does it up right. I haven't cracked one yet, but I am about to crack open my first bombshell blonde of the day. Been on a nice little bombshell blonde kick, but there is something for everybody. The pecan stout, the Metzley pecan stout. That's what Pat has right now. I'll get him to show you guys that when he gets back. That's out right now. They have the winter warmer, the Southern brunch. That's always a winner. It's like a beer mimosa. And I promise you, if you don't like beer, you're going to love that. There's something for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company, whether it's a conspiracy theory IPA or any of their other IPAs that they've got. You're going to find something that you love. Head on up to the brewery. They have a bunch of stuff that you can get only at the brewery right now. And it's just fun to try all of them. I love, like, they have the big list. Robert, you've seen it, the little chalkboard list. And it's just fun to be like, give me one of these. Let me try one of these. Let me try one of these. You let them know your gravy gang. Sometimes they have their secret combos and they'll mix it together. Like I mixed together the Southern brunch and the strawberry bombshell blonde. And we called it a strawberry brunch, and it was pretty awesome. And yeah, just they'll have a lot of fun. Let them know you're part of the gravy gang. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the world. If you're enjoying a Southern Star at any point in your day or night, hit us up on Twitter at PassGreatPod. Make sure you tag them at Southern Star Brewing Co. and at Southern Star BC on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. We love Southern Star. Those guys are awesome. Those guys and gals are awesome up there. They let us run that brewery basically. Anytime we go up there, let's just take over. But Southern Star, you can never go wrong when you have a Southern Star. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. If you want to go to the brewery, make sure you tell them you're part of the gravy gang. They'll hook you up. Show everybody your Metzley, the pecan stout.
Ooh, it's so delicious. This I
very cool can, by the way.
Oh, phenomenal can. I've gone through favorite beers a couple times. Kind of rotates. I think Metzley might be my current favorite right now.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. I love a good stout. I really love a good pecan stout. And
I got some the other day. It's no longer in my house because it didn't make it through the weekend. So that's
almost never does.
That's my review of that. Didn't make it through the weekend. So sorry, guys. But yeah, Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire world, the official sponsor of Pass the Gravy and the Comeback Kids segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. Our first comeback kid this week is M&M's, because M&M's, guys, they are not as sexual as they once were. All right, so chill out, bonk, all of you horny dudes that were trying to fuck the green M&M.
I ain't gonna stop.
No longer will you be able to. Just is it misogynistic? Robert just is walking off right now, but is it misogynistic to try and fuck an M&M?
Is it misogynistic to try and take away an M&M sexuality?
I would say they might be empowering the M&Ms as well. If you don't know what we're talking about, M&M said that they wanted to be more inclusive. So a couple of changes that they've made is the green M&M with the eyelashes was wearing go-go boots or like white high boots, and now she is wearing just regular shoes, just regular white shoes. So huge change, got people talking. And then the other groundbreaking change they've made is they've added glasses, eyebrows, and high heels to the brown one. Now they were saying that they were trying to change the green M&M because they didn't want it to like live like the beauty standards, you know, that we expect our kids to live up to. And if you see a green M&M wearing these fuck me boots all the time, like you're gonna start thinking maybe that's how I need to start finding love, is by wearing fuck me boots.
You know the rumor about the green one.
What's the rumor about the green one, Emma?
The green one's making horny.
The green, oh well, yeah, that was Michael Scott, I think, said that.
Everyone
Okay.
on Earth.
Well, I heard that from Michael Scott.
I heard that in elementary school.
Are you able to hear all of that conversation?
Yeah, all of
Okay.
it. I heard that back in the day.
Okay, well, so they're trying to make you less horny by changing the green one, but then, so they're trying to like, you know, take away this like this image that women feel like they have to like live up to by like, oh, you don't have to wear fuck me boots, but at the same time, you're switching over to making the brown M&M wear heels. So you don't have to wear fuck me boots, but you do have to wear heels. Seems bad for your feet all the time, huh? What kind of message are we sending to our kids? Also, I don't know. People got really mad at this. I don't fucking care. Like it was hilarious that people that spent like I know we spend time yelling about football, but it's like, that feels like it's a real thing. Not like, I'm mad at M&Ms. How dare M&Ms change the advertisement, fake like CGI M&Ms that walk and talk. Like I'm never going to find an M&M like that. It's like, you've never been able to find, like, they don't normally talk. I don't know who was like, trying to like when you looked at M&Ms growing up, were you like, I just feel like I'm not represented personally. Like I don't personally feel represented by M&Ms right now. It's weird that like M&Ms like was paid, like somebody probably got paid a ton of money to come up with this rebrand. And it's like, we're going to be super inclusive. People are going to love this. And then people got really offended at it. I'm not offended at it. And I also don't feel like I don't feel like it matters. I don't care that they changed it. Maybe people are gonna be less horny about the green M&M. Is it, but back since Robert's back, is it misogynistic to want to fuck an M&M because it's wearing fuck me boots?
Whoa! I think you're being misogynistic. Why are you assuming that it's only men that want to fuck the M&M?
Well, that was what those are the people who are mad about it.
Women can't want to fuck them.
Anyone? Is it?
And I think it was more so people getting mad at the overall giving them, like, I think the one with the orange one is saying the orange one will now like admit and face his neurotices and insecurities. We're talking about fucking candy here. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
So I found I wanted to find a couple of opposing views and views that were very like celebrating it, and you should be celebrated when they, you know, like when people are showing representation towards you. If you felt like you've been underrepresented, I'm very happy for you. But I enjoy reading some of the, like, for M&Ms, it's a little bit silly. It is a little bit silly to me. I don't care, but I just was like something, like, people go way too far on either side. And they're like just like sucking off M&Ms for doing like the right thing. People, I found one of those, and in her blog on The Guardian, it says, hold on. Thank you, Mars. When I was a little girl, I felt as if I could never be my authentic self. The way the green M&M mascot used to dress, every time I saw her tottering around in advertisements wearing white go-go boots and fluttering her long eyelashes, a little part of me would die inside. Although young, I recognized something profound. Women would only be free when multinationals allowed anthropomorphized chocolate to wear sensible shoes. I think she was being silly there at the end, but it was like, I feel seen here. Thank you, Mars. And if one person feels seen, then maybe everything they did was right.
Yeah, and I'm sure this has nothing to do with the fact that the Mars, Nestle, and Hershey are facing child slavery charges in U.S. courts right now.
Whoa! I
I'm
didn't know
sure.
that.
Yeah, this
Are we gonna have to find somebody besides Nestle for our
this game
chocolate chip Valentine's box?
This all came out like a week after like 8 kids said they were forced into like slavery on cocoa plantations in the Ivory Coast when they were growing up, and now they're suing the fucking companies. And then that comes out, and then very quickly it was like, hey guys, we're the M&Ms are changed now. Talk about that.
Check out this.
Don't talk about other reasons we're in the news.
Brilliant redirect by them. But yeah, M&Ms back in the news this week. So I don't know if you're mad about it or not, but maybe just chill out because it's M&Ms at the end of the day, and candy is awesome no matter what.
I would just like them to fucking put chocolate chips in small bags. That's all I want.
That's all we ask. All right, Mars, Nestle, get with us. We got some ideas. All right. Another comeback kid we got. I feel like she was a comeback kid a couple weeks ago, but Taylor Swift. Because Taylor Swift went at the dude from the Gorillaz because he said that she didn't write her own songs. And it's like, bro, have you listened to any of Taylor Swift's songs? They're all songs that she clearly wrote about breakups that she's just had. They have the dude's names in them. Like, they seem very personal about mostly breakups. And it's like, those are definitely her written songs. That's weird that the Gorillaz dude, Blur dude, just said that like they weren't, and then he apologized. And also, it was really funny because a lot of people thought he was an Oasis, and he was not.
Well, the reason the guy said it is because, yeah, Taylor's a writer on it, but like most of her biggest hits and biggest albums,
broken down on a camel's back is really what he was just tweeting away his thoughts.
I can't remember the guy's name, but there's like this major like hit writer. Like he writes pop hits. It's what he fucking does. He's like her co-writer on all of her shit.
Jack Antonoff.
Nope.
He's her producer. Guy from Bleachers.
Yeah. But that's why the guy said, because like, yeah, it's Taylor's, but like this guy comes in and works it into a fucking song that works and is it going to be a hit? Because like I think the only album that she ever like wrote the entire thing by herself is actually like her lowest selling album she ever did.
But define writing a song. If you write all the lyrics to a song and somebody helps you rework them into like a better sounding song,
it's not.
Still
it's
wrote
not,
the song,
she's not writing
right?
all of them. She's co-writer. They're co-writing on them.
But you're still a writer.
And I get what it is, but like, I mean, it's the fucking music business. Like you're in the room, so you're a co-writer. Okay.
I mean, I like Gorillaz, I like Blur, but like, T Swift is way bigger than both those bands. Yeah, that dude should just chill out.
Wait, hold on. Did I just miss it? Is that dude in both of those bands?
Yeah.
Did I miss that part? No fucking shit. I never knew that. That's cool.
But yeah, I'm team T Swift right here because one, I don't want to go against the Swifties. Robert, if you can find some catchy way. You can find some catchy way to like clickbait this to the Swifties. Maybe like we have Taylor's back. We are Taylor's stands. No matter what people say, do not come for our queen. Clip that and then like post that on Pass the Gravy, just hashtag like T Swift or whatever it is. Then they're like, yes, this podcast gets it.
I did, or I was
cut out
jamming.
that part where I say to do that, but still.
I was straight up jamming to Shake It Off yesterday though, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, no, Gorillaz is still tight, and Shake It Off is awesome too. I'm more of a we are never ever getting back together kind of guy, And
I mean, they're catchy.
I don't know about you. I'm 22.
I never got much into 22.
Well, did you ever really live?
Romeo and Juliet. I was a big fan of that one, or whatever the fuck that song name was.
She wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts.
Yeah, good one.
I like that one.
And then, what was that like first one from her first album?
Robert, what's your favorite?
Door, sneaking out.
Robert, we know how big of a T Swift fan you are. What's your favorite? You had to pick one. I know you love all of them, but you got to pick one T Swift song. I mean, Robert is the biggest T Swift fan of the podcast.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I think Robert probably likes the one about the breakup.
Robert's a "you belong to me" kind of guy, isn't he?
I think it's "You Belong With Me." "You Belong to Me" is a very different song.
It's just so disappointing. People were like, "Oh, Folklore is like the best album of our time. It's so great." I'm like, you know what? I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I'm gonna try it out. I'll listen to it. No, not good
not
at
even,
all.
Not even fucking close.
Taylor Swift is Robert's Lord of the Rings. But I'm just like, that's trash. That's a shitty fucking movie. I hate that movie. I'm never watching it again. Robert realizes that everybody else likes Taylor Swift. He's like, yeah, just not for me. Not for me.
Jolkin, rolkin, Tolkien.
I know that Mundo is going to be very disappointed with you.
Yeah,
out to
well,
Mundo.
this is why I won't try new things anymore. I got burned once. I won't be burned again.
Taylor Swift, never trying anything new from now on. It's all your fault.
Yeah.
Robert's a big Gorillaz fan, though. All right. Well, Taylor Swift, she's back. Another comeback kid we got is baseball writers being a bunch of fuck faces, because baseball writers are a bunch of fuck faces, guys. They have officially kept Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens out of the Hall of Fame. David Ortiz, the only elected player into the Hall this year, his first year of eligibility, although like he was definitely mentioned in some steroid talk, was he not?
Yes, he was named in the Mitchell report.
Who never tested positive. You know what's also crazy is that Clemens and Bonds didn't test positive either.
Never once.
Ever. Because
Never
you know
once.
what? It wasn't illegal to do that. It was actually kind of like, I would argue, what saved baseball was just like pitchers like Clemens and people just hitting the fuck out of the ball. So yeah, Hall of Fame is kind of meaningless in baseball with those guys not getting in, because now you have Pete Rose. I mean, he was in trouble for gambling on the game. All right. Yeah, problematic, but he's the all-time hits leader. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds, all-time home run leader, not in the Hall of Fame. And then you got the all-time winningest pitcher, right?
No, all-time Cy Young.
All-time Cy Young. You're right. All-time Cy Young award-winning
leader.
Pitcher. Roger Clemens not in the Hall of Fame. So like, cool.
Yeah.
You can be the best at it and just don't be in it. Like they didn't just put him in another wing with an asterisk next to it. Like I don't understand.
No, fuck that, dude.
These are the fucking losers.
Asterisk.
Like these are fucking losers that just are trying to prove a point, and it means absolutely nothing, and they're just proving a point to like themselves. But like, shut the fuck up. Everybody else hates them. So like more people hate them than like them or think they should be able to vote. You should not be able to vote any longer if you don't think Barry Bonds or Roger Clemens belong in there. Can you tell the story of baseball without the greatest home run hitter of all time in it? Okay, well, yeah. Did he do steroids? Yeah, he did steroids. Was it fucking cool as shit to watch him hit it into McCovey Cove over and over and over and over again? It was fucking awesome.
So did every other player of that fucking era. Anybody that voted for Jeff Bagwell to get in and not for these two. Jeff Bagwell, I love Bagwell. My favorite number is 5 because of that man. As a small child, I idolized him. The most obviously roided up dude you'll ever fucking see if you go back and look. Look, his forearms were the size of goddamn tree trunks. That shit ain't natural. And you know, I used to be on board with the just give him a fucking asterisk swing. Fuck that. No fucking asterisks. It's complete bullshit. The league allowed steroids to go on forever because it knew it was fucking helping them. Until these same sports writers that are big, it tarnished the image of the game. You had no fucking problem in the 70s, 80s, like 60s, 70s, 80s of dudes taking fucking amphetamines in the goddamn dugout so that they'd be wired and could see the ball better. Yeah, greenies. It's the same shit they were taking
cocaine.
Fucking drugs.
They're basically just doing cocaine.
Who was it? Darryl Strawberry. I think it was Darryl Strawberry said something like, yeah, like when you're on amphetamines, the ball looks like a goddamn beach ball out there. Like you can't not hit it. And these guys, they let drugs go through the fucking game for goddamn ever.
Well, because it was almost dead. Baseball
and now it's not fucking okay.
Baseball was suffering after the strike or the lockout in the 90s. And then they were like, okay, McGuire, Sosa are going to hit 1,000 home runs this year. Tight. We're going to cover every second of that. If you're one of if any of these baseball writers, like your vote should be taken away if you wrote about Clemens positively or Bonds positively at any point during the time in which they were doing awesome things. At any point during that time, if you wrote a positive article about them and wasn't just fuck them, they're steroid users. Like if that's not all of the stuff that we can go back and research on you about these guys from back in the day, then like go fuck yourself. Like you should like you shouldn't
and
be
any of
allowed
them
to vote.
that try and lie and say, "Oh, well, we didn't know." Bull fucking shit. It was the most obvious, open, unsecret in the history of sports.
But how
By
do
the
you
time
vote
I was
in?
11, I knew people were fucking taking steroids. Guess what? There's the old adage in baseball: if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Like the whole history of baseball is guys trying to get one up on each other. Oh, you have no fucking problem with guys that do spitballs being in the fucking being in the Hall of Fame, right? No fucking problem with it all.
Right.
No fucking problem with spider tack until somebody caused a stink about it that doesn't even give a shit about the game. Now all of a sudden, all the pitchers can't fucking do what they were doing, which I agree. That one I'm fine with. The spider tack was getting out of hand. Don't hold anybody out of the fucking Hall of Fame for it, though. Like, I said this, I tweeted it out, and I firmly fucking believe it. Like, these old baseball writers are the biggest pieces of shit in the sports world. They're fucking awful people. And the day the last one of them fucking dies that didn't vote either one of these guys into the Hall of Fame will be a great fucking day for the game of baseball and the world, because they're just miserable pieces of shit.
That was extreme, I feel like, a little bit.
No,
but I understand what
I'm
you're saying.
actually ready for them to fucking die because they're poisoning a game that I love. They're gatekeeping a game that is not theirs to gatekeep. Why? Because you've written about it for 50 fucking years. So in like 30 years, when I've been playing Halo for 50, I'm allowed to pick who goes in the Hall of Fame of fucking video games. Get the fuck out of here. You're pieces of shit that couldn't do it yourself and got stuffed into lockers by these guys as a child. And now you hold a fucking grudge.
How do you keep those guys out? But Poppy, who was on the Mitchell report, just first ballot right on in there. Like,
Bagwell, no fucking problem.
I'm not saying that Poppy doesn't
steroids. He just didn't look like it, so nobody.
I don't know.
Yeah. Biggio was.
I don't want to believe that. I refuse.
Nobody fucking does. Everybody you loved as a child who played baseball was on fucking steroids, especially if they were playing it at an elite level.
It's just weird though that like I know Alex Rodriguez is going to be one of the blacklisted guys, and it's like, but Rodriguez was like, I don't understand the like, but he did it too. But like, no, he's not one of the big names. Like Kurt Schilling went on a whole rampage and he wasn't going to get in. And I don't know if Kurt Schilling would have got in anyways, but just it's
these same fuckers that do this. They're going to vote in Andy. They're going to vote in Andy Pettit. They're going to fucking do it. So? Watch.
Hear me out though. Altuve retires. Like, say Altuve just is like, fuck it, dude. I'm retiring today. I don't like the lockout. I'm out. I'm done with this. Is it 5 years? In 2027, does Altuve get into the Hall of Fame?
First year, no. Do
they make Altuve wait until the very end because of like, well, the Astros? Like, do you think those are the same fuck faces? Do they get? But like, you don't think that like they cheated? Like, I'm not saying. I think Altuve shoe in Hall of Fame. I'm pro all of these guys getting into the Hall of Fame. But like, do you think there's gonna be some cunt fuckface that's just like, no, Altuve cheated. That was bad again. That was bad for the game. He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, no, like they might make him wait a couple of years. They're not going to make him wait till year 10.
I think it's also different because it's a team thing versus an individual thing.
But he was like the ringleader of that team. You know?
And by the way,
the thing that happened, but
that'll be the funniest fucking thing when a guy writes like, I didn't put Altuve in there. He's not on my ballot. He fucking cheated. Even though he's the only one on the fucking team that didn't use the goddamn system.
And again, I'm not.
There'll be those those pieces will be written.
But this is just me like asking questions out loud about like, if they're gonna do this shit for like Altuve is up there with greatest Astro of all time easily. Like, he doesn't have the most home runs, he doesn't have the most hits or anything like that. But if they're gonna keep fucking Clemens and them out like for cheating, like at what point do they not constitute something as cheating? Is what my whole point is like, is Altuve just gonna get fucked? Like, are they gonna fuck other players for similar things, or things that they assume are similar? Because it's like, steroids are out. We drug test for that shit now. You can't do it. You get in trouble. You get suspended if that happens, if you do test positive. For the camera stuff, like, they didn't get caught until afterwards, but they already got the titles. They already got that stuff. Are they going to be like, well, this tarnished the legacy of the game. It's like, no, baseball's a fucking dirty sport. Like, let's just be cool about it.
Baseball is a sport of tarnished legacies. In every fucking era of baseball, there's been a giant fucking scandal. Like, one of the earliest things in fucking baseball that people know about is the goddamn White Sox throwing the World Series. Like, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, there's that. There was, I mean, before that, just Ty Cobb being the biggest goddamn racist of all time. Like I said,
is he in the Hall of Fame? Ty Cobb?
Oh yeah.
Wow. So the baseball writers are saying that him being in the Hall of Fame, we're big about taking statues down. Is it time that we take Ty Cobb out of the Hall of Fame? Let's start that narrative. They
will never let that even be started. They can't hold themselves accountable.
Let's remove Ty Cobb's statue from the Baseball Hall of Fame. If they don't do it, baseball's racist.
Like I said, I mean, Babe Ruth lit his fucking wife on fire.
He just lighting a match, throwing it. Do this. Post that. Twitter's gonna love it. And by love it, I mean hate it. But like, then I just want the interactions. Ty Cobb, tear down the statue of Ty Cobb. I want to bring his bust down here and let's just melt it. I want melted down and turned into a bust of Barry Bonds. He's keeping Barry Bonds out of the Hall of Fame racist. That's really the narrative we need to.
I fucking hate baseball writers so goddamn much.
If I was like a Vice podcaster, I would like do a 7-part series on like, is the Baseball Hall of Fame racist? Find out over the next 7 hours on racism in baseball.
7 hours?
Yeah, it's like Serial, but it's just we'll talk to one of the writers at one point. We'll talk to Barry
all you have to do
Bonds.
just watch Ken Burns baseball and then just repeat shit that you heard.
That is like a great life hack. Like,
if you
watch Ken Burns baseball though, like you do just feel like I want to go have a conversation about baseball with somebody's dad right now because I'm going to drop like 5 facts. I'm like, this whippersnapper knows baseball. He knows the game.
Oh yeah, dude. I love all and I'll never get to talk to anybody about it, but like all the weird facts I know about country music now after watching Ken Burns country music. I can tell you about shit from like 1936, man. Mother Mabel, woo, she can play the guitar. I shit you not, that's a real person.
Fuck baseball writers. They're the ones that are voting in the Hall of Fame voting, at least. I don't know about all the others.
I hope they all get carpal tunnel and can't fucking write anymore.
Yeah.
Not all, but all the old crusty
can't
fucks.
Jerk off at least too. I hope that they get like the press box has just all green M&Ms. So they'll be horny as shit.
You know what?
They're a bunch of misogynists, probably. They're a bunch of misogynist racists. So
this will hurt them more than anything.
But they'll have carpal tunnel, so they won't be able to jerk off.
I hope every stadium they go into from now on only has regular Coke, and they never get fucking Diet Coke again.
Oh boy, you'd hear about that.
Yeah, I hope they never get a pregame fucking meal again.
People,
remember the press box? Press box has nothing. Tap water.
A little behind the scenes, like press box guys, like if you cover a game and stuff, like in the press box, sometimes they have food. They don't always have food, but sometimes they have food. There are real like press people that will like lose their shit if they don't have like, they didn't even have a sandwich. They didn't even have a meal for it. It's like, dude, go buy food. You're in a stadium that serves food. Just go buy the food, man. Like
you're an adult. You have a paycheck. Use it.
If I work painting houses all day, like the house painting company probably isn't just like, well, here's some complimentary popcorn and cocktail shrimp. Like they don't do that. Like there's not just a meal provided. You got to bring your own shit, dude. Like, well, what the hell is this? This is bullshit. They only had Sprite. Like, shut the fuck up, you freeloader. Sit the fuck down. You didn't pay for a ticket. You didn't pay for a ticket. You're right behind the fucking home plate in a press box. Shut the fuck up and get to reporting, motherfucker. Like the people that bitch about that, just low lives. Like I remember when I used to do high school football games, they always had hot dogs, and like I would look forward to like that was like when I was part-time and I would drive to like Texas City. Deontay Foreman Fun fact, Deontay Foreman, when he was at Texas City, him and I think it was Armonte and Deontay Foreman. But he's now the running back for the Titans, formerly of the Texans. But he was a senior when I called Texas City games for a while. And like you'd go there and they would have the press box would have hot dogs. And you were always stoked about the hot dogs. You get a little relish, a little bit of mustard. And then there was one day, like I wouldn't get food beforehand because I was like, I'm going to fucking eat a couple hot dogs. I'm set. And I got there one time and I didn't eat beforehand and there were no hot dogs. But I wasn't like, what the hell is it? I would have never thought in a million years to like get mad that I wasn't given free food. So I just went to the concession stand and got a hot dog there. Oh no, I paid like $2. Like who gives a shit, dude? It's food. The people that bitch about that are baseball. Like those are the people that are voting for people to go into the Hall of Fame. So if you don't think they're little cunts that bitch about everything, then that's exactly what they are. So fuck those people. And not all baseball writers, but specifically the ones that did not elect Bonds or Clemens into the Hall of Fame, and specifically the ones that bitch about food and drink in concessions or in press boxes.
Yes.
Baseball writers being fuck faces very much back this week. Another comeback kid we got is the letter P. The letter P is back, guys. I'm really excited. To discuss the letter P being brought. I feel like we're talking like we're on Sesame Street. This week's show is brought to you by the letter P, because there is a rap song. I became very hip to this just because I saw people on Twitter this weekend. The little P, I think it's a parking emoji, the blue square with the white P in it. People just started like changing the P in their names to that. So I hopped on board without really knowing what it was and was just like, cool, I'm Alex P. Middleton. I changed Pass the Gravy to P. Ass the Gravy, like that. But there is a song from it's Gunna is his name, and it's called Pushin' P, and he teaches us that P is like it's player. Are you a player? Are you doing player shit? That's Pushin' P. So from now on, like what naturally happens is like cool people say stuff, then we find out about it, and then we run it into the ground. So what we're about to run into the ground, fellas.
It's been dead
is P
already. It's already dead.
Oh,
this was dead on Monday.
Oh, I still see people saying that ain't P. So I'm gonna just make sure I put the nail in the coffin though. But we gotta keep it going for a couple weeks, just to the point to where it's like outdated. Like, we still got fucking people saying that? No, it's very hip. It's very hip. So if you have a P in your name on Twitter, just change it to that emoji, substitute the P for that emoji, and just start being like, dude, that's not very P. Like we should change not cool to the not P segment.
No, you fucking texted me.
You're not pushing P if you're doing that, bro. Yeah, Pat, you're not very P. You're not very P that you wouldn't buy into the bit that I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to make P a thing again. Fetch already happened. I'm trying to make Fetch a thing again. I'm trying to make it happen once more. I feel like maybe we can revive this. Maybe we bring it back. We're very good. Remember, I guess y'all weren't around. We all on Pass the Gravy for Trap King, for Trap Queen. When I realized
I think so.
Robert might have been, where I was like, guys, have you heard the song Trap Queen? I want to say it was Chris, because Chris was like, yeah, that song's been out for like a year and a half, dude. I was like, oh, well, I just heard it the other day, and it is a delight. I love this song. And he was just like, you're so like, this song isn't even on radio anymore. Like, it was a very big song. It's like, yeah, wasn't paying attention.
What do you think? I work in radio or something? How would I know?
I don't work in Trap Queen radio. I don't work in hip hop radio, you know. But I feel like just start saying, like, instead of like, dude, that's cool, be like, that's P, bro. It's pushing P.
I might wait like 6 months. I'm gonna wait 6 months. I'm gonna try and drop it on somebody, and they're just gonna be like, "Are you fucking like kidding me right now?"
But just like use it for everything. Like it's like fuck, just P. You know, it's great.
No, I will not. I will not be participating.
If you don't do that, you're not being P. You got to be P, dude. You want to be pushing P. It's basically Gunna goes on to explain it. He was on some show that was like, dude, tell me exactly what pushing P is. And pushing P is it means like player or pimp, but it's like getting shit done on your own accord. Like, you know, if you're living off a trust fund, that ain't very P. You know, you got to earn that money. You take a derogatory word for females. You take your woman out for a nice steak dinner. That's pushing P. If you're using your own money, if you're using daddy's money, that ain't P. That ain't P at all. So
you have fun with this, bud. To
self-made men in Manuary, you guys push that P. All right. Push that P, fellas. P is a thing. Pat, I'm very upset that you why would you not hop on this?
Why would I be P now? I've never been P in my whole life.
I'm giving you the opportunity to be P.
I don't want to be P.
I'm giving you,
bro.
This is such a great opportunity to be P.
I'm anti-establishment,
Push that
bro.
P. Push that P, bro.
I will keep my P right where it is.
Robert, are you team P?
You know what? You know what? I gotta say, this is gonna be surprising, but no, I'm not.
God damn it, Robert.
You sandbagging son of a bitch. You thought you had it?
You're a real son of a bitch, right? You're not pushing P at all. All right. Well, I'm pushing me and all the fellas it's Manuary. We should all be pushing P, and I want to push P. Support your fellow P brethren.
G. I'll push G
brethren.
for gravy.
Our brethren. All right.
It's not very G of you, dog.
I'm passing P is what I'm doing because I'm passing gravy. And passing the gravy is very P. That's very P unless Pat does it because Pat's not P or Robert.
I'm not P.
Very anti.
Not P.
I'm very pro P. I'm pushing P. All right. Fuck you.
Pro
guys.
P.
It's back. Just change the stuff in your. Just change it, Pat.
Nope.
Part of the brand. It's part of the brand.
No, it's really not.
Do it. Part of the brand.
No. Brand yourself however you want, but keep the P away from me.
Right? You're a real son of a bitch. Our next comeback kid is Ukraine because that's been in the news a lot. Robert, we're gonna go to you, our Ukraine correspondent. Explain the entire situation in Ukraine. Go now.
Well,
we're not really gonna do that. We're not really gonna do that. Like I feel like people are talking about Ukraine, like instead of talking about like a war that could kill us all or anything, like I thought maybe we put our own spin on it. And I'll tell you guys some fun facts about cranes. Huh?
Ooh.
Doesn't that sound more fun than talking about wars that could kill us all? Fun facts about cranes. Do you want the bird cranes or do you want like machinery cranes first? Because I got them both.
Machinery.
Machinery. All right. So like we're talking heavy machinery cranes right here, right? Cranes are named after the bird. Did you know that? Because they're so tall. They're like a bird. Right? That's a fun little fact about cranes. They were invented in ancient Greece.
The bird?
Not the birds.
No, the bird, because birds aren't real.
Shut up. Quit. You're not pushing P right now, dude. You're not being very P. Cranes build themselves. Sometimes they use cranes to build other cranes. That's a pretty crazy fact, huh?
Cranes supporting cranes.
Cranes supporting cranes. Unlike fellas supporting fellas, because you guys just support me pushing P. So fuck y'all. And they are modeled after human hands. Human hands are so efficient that the crane's mechanics were modeled after them, which is why they was like, "Ooh, let me grab this." Like, makes a lot of sense. That's why we're so good at using cranes, because they're just like human hands. Perfect. Those are some facts about machinery cranes, and then some bird facts about cranes. They have the ability to fly over the Himalayas. How about that? The Himalayas. Powerful flyers. During
there's
migration,
a lot of salt over there. I think that's why, right? Because like the salt on the Himalayas is like propels them upwards. It's like a shield. Also, that keeps them warm too.
I did not bring my Himalaya facts.
So that
crane facts.
I think it's all the salt that's there that really helps regulate the temperature, and so they can go over them.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That was very P of you to add that fact, but you're still not P. During migration, cranes can fly with their head and neck straight out and their feet and legs straight behind them. So they're just planking basically in an entire flight. That's pretty nuts. Cranes form lifelong monogamous pair bonds. So they find a partner, and they stick with them.
Going back to the leg thing being straight across, you could really say that they're on an air mattress, right? They're on an air mattress because they're also like laying down just straight like that.
Yeah.
Mother of God, Robert.
I would say that. It's like a gliding air mattress.
Yeah. Constant air mattress all around them.
You proud of that one? You proud of that? You happy with that?
The last oh wait, no, actually I found some more. There's some more. There's 15 species of crane. Cranes are found on all continents except South America and Antarctica. They live in wetlands and grassland habitats. And my favorite fun fact I learned about them was the mating dance of the crane is spectacular. Nothing else on that, but it just said the mating dance is spectacular. It seems like an opinion and less of a fact, but I'm here for it. So, when people start talking about Ukraine at work and at the old JOB, and you're like, guys, you're not being very P right now. Let me tell you some fun facts about cranes. Just play this part of the podcast. Boom. You've canceled out all the war in Ukraine talk. You're set.
I have a crane fact as well. Many people buy sports teams named after birds, but the crane is the only bird to buy a sports team. Jim Crane.
Oh,
yeah.
That's actually Arthur Blank is kind of a falcon. He bought the Falcons.
No, if anything, he's a penguin.
I would say he's more of a falcon.
He looks like a fucking penguin.
He looks exactly like the logo of the team he bought.
All right, hold on. I'm pulling up this video right now of the crane mating dance. I'll be the judge of how spectacular this shit is.
This is great, especially if you're just listening to the audio version.
No, I mean, you guys can keep talking. I'm just going to let you know
Cranes,
as soon as this ad is over.
Did you guys know that penguins are into necrophilia?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I never thought to look that up, honestly,
Apparently, like a researcher, once he started going to Antarctica and started observing penguins, they saw them and he described them as like depraved acts that they were doing. And they were like, this is too much for the general public to know. So I'm going to write about this only in ancient Greek, so that only like very learned people could read it and know about what penguins do. Because he thought it was too much for the general public.
He was trying to like protect penguins.
All right. Also, whoever wrote the thing about it being spectacular, I'm pretty sure he's a pervert too and just fucks penguins. Fucks cranes. It's not spectacular. They're just
your definition of spectacular to his is very different.
They're doing just little hops in the air while like kind of half flapping their wings.
That seems cool.
It's really not. You know what it is? When you're a little kid and you like you get down to the bottom of the pool and you just kind of do like a jump to like, it's kind of like anti-gravity. That's basically all they're doing. They're just doing a little hop with a little flap. So they're kind of like, and then they're like spinning around. That's it. It's not spectacular.
I think it's pretty P. It sounds like they're pushing P.
That's some bird shit.
And you're not. Also, just going back to Ukraine. Ukraine sounds like something like your dad would like call you, or like your boy, like, oh, you old crane, you old, like instead of like you old son of a bitch, like you old crane, you. What you doing? You motorboat and crane of a bitch. Just like start saying like you old crane. I like that.
You proud of that?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Fuck you guys. Y'all aren't P. I'm P. I'm the only one that's P here. I'm the only one that's P, but you guys aren't very crane. All right.
Dear God, poor Emma.
If you were crane.
Hey Emma, you wanna get some Chinese food? That'd be pretty P if we got some Chinese food tonight.
She loves it. She loves it.
What does she love?
Pushing on that P. Hey-oh.
I said it. I threw it up there and you fucking dunked it. Love it.
That's what I do here. All right. What do we got next?
We have.
I got lost.
So fucking stupid. Speculation. Speculation is our next comeback kid.
Oh yeah, because since Tom Brady's out of the playoffs, since Aaron Rodgers is out of the playoffs, there's all kinds of speculation. Is Sean Payton stepping down? There's all kinds of speculation going around in the NFL of is Brady and Rodgers, are they done? Are they going to retire? Where could Rodgers go? Is Brady, does he want to play again? Does Gronk want to play again? Is Sean Payton going to be the head coach of the Cowboys now that he stepped down / retired as the head coach of the Saints? What's going to happen? All kinds of crazy speculation.
Just retire, Tom. Let's just be done with it.
Well, you want him to retire.
Actually, no. I want him to be the Packers quarterback because Aaron's gone. I've dealt with that. I'm not going to get my hopes up, even though I feel myself getting my hopes up. If Aaron leaves, I want Tom Brady with the Packers for the next 5 years.
Where do you think Aaron's going to go?
Steelers or Denver?
Colts. Go to the Colts.
Nah, I don't see him going to the
Carson
Colts.
Wentz wasn't a shitty quarterback. The Colts are in the playoffs, and the Colts could possibly still be in the playoffs.
I mean, Aaron's gonna. I think it's gonna be the Steelers.
I don't know if the Steelers want to go for
people
that
say-
for 2 years.
Aaron wants to play for like 3 at least. And are you kidding me? With the defense that they have now and the young weapons at wide receiver,
They don't have an offensive line though.
they don't want a back-to-back probably back-to-back MVP. Yeah, you fucking draft linemen. You sign some linemen. People will go there.
But why
They're
would he go to
fucking
Denver? Denver doesn't have a great team in place. Like he wants to go somewhere he's going to immediately win. I think Colts make more
Denver's got
sense.
a good young defense and a lot of good weapons on the outside,
I think the Colts
and
make
a
sense.
really good fucking running back. Javonte Williams can ball.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, maybe the best running back in the league. So
I just
got that guy.
nobody has said the Colts. I just don't see the Colts.
yeah, they don't have to say it for it to happen.
Plus, they'd have to get rid of.
That's
They'd have to
me
find
thinking of
somebody.
me. You're
They'd
just
have to
being a little
find
fucking
somebody
crane over here.
They'd have to find somebody to take Carson Wentz's contract because didn't he sign a 3-4 year?
Yeah, but you're
Or
like,
was
we
it-
could just win now and not have a fuck face as our quarterback.
That's true. He's ridiculous.
You plug in Aaron Rodgers and the Colts are definitely a playoff team, and they're probably still in it. Maybe. And the Colts could have been better than the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean Carson Wentz's quarterback play is what sank that team.
Right. So you have Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, it would make sense because he's just going to kick the dog shit out of Houston and Jacksonville.
Right. No, he's looking for like the easiest route, I think. And why not go that way? That would be an easy plug and play. Like, cool. We'll just return everybody else. They have one of the best offensive lines in the league. That's already ready to go. They have a great defense. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I mean, the easiest road would be to stay in Green Bay because the Bears are the Bears, the Lions are the Lions, and the Vikings are the Vikings. I mean,
But like the AFC South is kind of as close to that as you can really get.
Tennessee's really fucking good.
Right. But like that'd be like when Minnesota was good. And the Packers had to deal with Minnesota. It's like, all right, that's your Minnesota. Get past
And they
it.
still just kept winning. But like also, I mean, it's another year of like Dalvin Cook's a year older. Yeah, he's still in his fucking prime, but running backs, as soon as they're done, they're fucking done. And it's Kirk Cousins. Like even so the best team that you're going against, and I guess you could say the same thing about Ryan Tannehill, but the best team that you're going against in the division, your quarterback is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said about Ryan Tannehill. It's like I don't think anybody's scared of that.
But also, I mean, but then you have, and it's a multi-year rebuild going on, so it's nothing to worry about yet, really. But you got Trevor Lawrence down in Jacksonville. But by the time he's really like got that team turned around and getting ready to do shit, it'll probably be like the last year. He's too good. He's too good. They're gonna find somebody. It'll work out. And then you got fucking Patty Mills down in Houston with us, the longest neck in the league for a starter.
Davis Mills. Patty Mills is a basketball player.
Oh yeah, that's great when I don't even know his fucking name. So yeah, shit show of a division.
I think the Colts would be the best decision if they could make that work. But let's just think about that.
I still think Steelers.
I think it adds up. Fuck the Steelers, dude. But yeah, so speculation going on about that. Sean Payton out as coach of the Saints. He says he's stepping away. A lot of people are saying that means he's going to be the head coach of the Cowboys. The Cowboys can't get him unless they trade for him right now or buy him out or whatever it is because he's under contract through 2024. So that's 2 more seasons that you have to sit out before going to the Cowboys. And like, I love that the Cowboys are in cap hell right now. They already paid Zeke. They already paid Dak. Like, there's got to be guys that are going to walk. And in 2 years, like, are you going to want to go to the Cowboys for guys who are leaving or what? Like, I don't understand the logic. I think he's just going to like. Not everybody loves the Cowboys. Daniel,
if Dak's
Jerry
leaving,
Jones is
then
kind of
a
a fuckface. So like, why would you want to work under him? Like, he's just going to do whatever he wants, and you're going to have to just deal with the repercussions of it. Like,
here's the thing, though. Somebody said this the other day, and I actually agreed with it. If you look at it, Jerry's actually doing his job well as a GM. He's put a hell of a fucking team together. It's shit coaching right now. Like, which also, I mean, he hired Mike McCarthy. So
it
that's
took
on
him 10 years to get a defense. They've had a defense for 1 year.
I agree.
Micah Parsons. But like, how long is that gonna last?
I mean, and here's the other side of that coin too. Is he put a hell of a team together, but the most important piece is the quarterback, and you overpaid by $20 million a year. Dak is not worth 40. Dak is worth 20, maybe 25 a year.
And then you also my take is just that Micah Parsons was like rookie of the year. You're gonna have a sophomore slump. Like he's gonna be the next Chase Young.
Well, here's the thing though. It's not that field is actually taken care of. So it's not like the Texans with Jadeveon Clowney where he steps in a hole in the fucking turf and blows out his knee. And it's not the fucking Washington football team. What are they going to be called now? Didn't they like leak it?
The Admirals is the rumor.
Whatever the hell it's going to be. Their just entire building and franchise is a shit show. So of course
we'll know this time next week.
Yeah, no, I mean,
2nd is when they announce it.
Micah Parsons is an absolute fucking animal, though. I don't see a sophomore slump coming for him.
Well,
very well could happen, but he's a fucking game wrecker.
I'm jinxing him. So the curse has been put on Micah Parsons.
Official? Are we doing an official jinx?
Micah Parsons will not win a Super Bowl. Curse.
I'm gonna love it when he gets traded to a good team.
Will not win a Super Bowl in the Cowboys or any NFC East team that is not including the Giants.
Okay.
Fair. A new curse has been added. So yeah, speculations. That's what's going on around the NFL. And since we're already talking NFL, let's move on to the PTG Picks segment where we give you this is the next last one we're doing, the PTG Picks segment for the NFC and AFC championship games last week. To recap that, I went 2-1. Pat went 1-2 on the season. You're still just neck and neck. I am 34-26. Pat is 33-26-1, just a half a game separating the two of us with 3 games in the NFL left. So should be pretty interesting in the next couple of weeks. But Pat, why don't you start us off? Who do you have? We do have similar bets.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 games to pick from, so bound to be some overlap.
Props, but we're gonna pick props for the Super Bowl.
I'm taking Kansas City -7 over Cincy. I don't really love the line. I didn't have the balls to pick Cincy though. I think Kansas City's going to win.
Would be fun, but like Kansas City's going to be like, fuck. Kansas City. You thought we just barely won last week. Watch this. Everything has to like go back. Like we can't get 2 weekends of awesome football. I just feel like the football gods won't allow that. And we had 4 of the most amazing games ever. Last week, back to back. I feel like these could be stinkers. And I think that the Chiefs could just blow the hell out of the Bengals. I hope it doesn't happen, but I think the Chiefs could blow the Bengals out.
Unless the Bengals figure out how to protect Joe Burrow. I mean, there's no way
you're good at getting to the quarterback. So
yeah, there's no way you're going to give up 9 sacks again and win against this fucking team.
Right.
Next pick, the over in that game, Cincinnati, Kansas City over 54.5. Because I do think Cincinnati's going to be able to score. Robert, what the hell are you doing right now? Robert's like sitting. He's sitting on the ground. His head is just barely on camera.
Yeah.
Robert, like, did you just lower your chair?
Hello. No, I was standing. And
are you usually standing during the podcast?
No, but I was that time. It's a standing desk.
You can't just fucking throw me off like that. Okay, yeah, over in that game. Points. Points are fun. Kansas City's going to score a bunch. Cincinnati's probably going to score a good amount too. I mean, they're fucking electric on offense. So points.
Yep. Points.
Better root for an over than an under.
Yep.
Final one.
We both took the over of 54.5.
Yeah, we both share those two. This is where we differ. Game 3. I'm taking the Rams -3.5. It's a stupid bet. It's a sucker's bet. I don't know why they're 3.5 point favorites when they've lost 6 in a row to San Francisco.
They're home.
But I'm saying 3.5. I would have liked it better at 2.5. Yeah, don't feel great about 2 games left. What are you going to fucking do? The Rams are going to break the slump.
Yeah, Rams are 0-6 against Kyle Shanahan so far since he's been the head coach of the 49ers. I don't know. It just seems like he has their number. They seem like they match up well. The 49ers seem like a like a fuck you team this year, where like they barely got in on that last day of the year. Now you get to play that team again. I don't know. I feel like the way they like Jimmy G had a bad game, so he's due to have a good game, right? That's my thinking. And I think that if you can get to Stafford and rattle him a little bit, that the Rams commit too many turnovers. They had so many opportunities to give away that game against the Bucs. The Bucs shouldn't have been in that game as much as they were. And I think that the 49ers might just get him again. Like, I don't know. It just seems like they're like 6-0. I'm going to take the 49ers plus 3.5 over the Rams.
I'm banking on Aaron Donald to just cause mayhem and be all up in Jimmy G's fucking shit
key.
all game.
That's the key.
Jimmy G throws at least one pick, right?
Yeah. So bet over a half a pick for Jimmy Garoppolo. It's a solid pick, probably.
They probably they probably have the line at 1.5 though.
Maybe. I would go take a look at it now. The earlier the better. But to recap our picks, we both have Kansas City -7 over the Bengals. We have the Bengals and Chiefs over 54.5 points. And then I have the 49ers plus 3.5 over the Rams. And Pat has the Rams -3.5 over the 49ers. So we have one game different. Very likely that means that we're probably going to have a one game difference again, or a half game difference when we come in here next week or leading into the Super Bowl. So that's our PTG picks. We'll post them on Sunday if you want to go and weigh in on your thoughts. Let's move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment. Growing up, we had the WWJD bracelets. I thought they should work like fortune cookies and tell you what Jesus would do in certain situations, but they didn't. So we're going to tell you what Jesus would do because they never really answered the question. Send us a situation Jesus might find himself in today's time. Hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassGaryPod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat D. And Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD on Twitter at @PassTheGravyPod. That's how we will find them. This is What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If he wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right. I was about to say not cool. We're not in not cool. Our What Would Jesus Do this week comes to us from our I Love You Man Gravies award winner last week, Raimundo Benavidez at KMundoB on Twitter. He says, what would Jesus do if he started his own music festival? Who would perform there? Who would be the headliner? How many stages would there be? What would it cost?
I mean, it'd be free.
I think it'd be free. Or the price would be you had to bring a piece of bread or a fish. That would be another thing because then you'd feed people that were hungry. I think there would be
free admission with that. Yeah,
3 to 16 stages. Probably.
You say 3 to 16?
Yeah, like John 3:16. That would probably be what I would guess. Who would play at it?
Creed.
Think of some Christian rock bands. Creed would headline, obviously.
Faith Plus One.
Faith Plus One has to be there.
Yeah.
Whoever the lady was that's saying, "What if God was one of us?" That lady or band would be there.
Right. No, you know who would be?
Kanye.
This is Jesus' festival. Jesus would be bringing back everybody that recently died that we miss.
No. This isn't like a zombie festival, bro.
But only in holograms. So it's like, it's their spirit is here.
Just a taste.
Betty White's the MC.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to bring all the isn't POD sort of Christian? Skillet, they were Christian.
Evanescence,
are they Christian?
I think this is what I had heard. They labeled themselves as Christian at the beginning of their career, and it helped them sell a bunch of records. And then they did an interview, and they were cussing in it, and everyone was like, "Wait, this isn't right." And so they stopped selling them as Christian. I don't know. I heard that one time, and I've believed it ever since.
Okay. I just Googled Christian rock bands. So Creed has to headline. Remember Reliant K?
Oh yeah, Sadie Hawkins dance.
Reliant
khaki
K,
pants.
yeah.
Oh.
The girls ask the guys. It's always a surprise. There's nothing better. Do you like my sweater?
Oh.
Yeah. POD is on this. Switchfoot.
What? Did POD
Yeah.
stand for payable on death?
Maybe it's your sins. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
I never knew POD was Christian rock.
Jars of clay. Casting crowns. I thought it was casting crows. Never mind. That would have been counting crows anyways. Yeah, running out of bands that I know. Like the lower level bands that you'd see would be like Audio Adrenaline. Sanctus
Did you say
Real.
Switchfoot? Switchfoot was? I
Switchfoot,
didn't know
yeah.
that.
Sixpence None the Richer.
What? Need to
What
Breathe.
song?
I have heard of them.
Lifehouse. Ooh, Lifehouse. Yes.
Okay, I don't
Switchfoot.
think all these are Christian rock bands.
We're gonna hey look, I Googled it and these are the ones that showed up. So I'm gonna assume that they are.
I didn't know Sixpence None the Richer was. That's crazy.
Ooh,
See,
what's her? Is it Carrie Underwood? It's Jesus Take the Wheel.
yeah.
Carrie Underwood headlines with Creed.
I like
Creed and
I like
Carrie
how-
Underwood headline on separate stages
There's a band here
with
called
Kanye has a Sunday service to start it.
this band is called For King and Country. And you have to say it that way because for is lowercase and then King and Country is in all caps.
It's like Rise Against with the exclamation. Rise Against!
This is just what an absurd band name. Okay,
So yeah,
so
I think
this
Creed and Carrie
Demon
Underwood
Hunter.
have to headline. Well, yeah, that's a good Christian rock band name. So
That's fucking
Creed,
absurd.
Creed and Carrie Underwood headline. Then you have Switchfoot, POD, Reliant K, and Skillet on they're like the next to headliner ones, like the next font, because you have the big font says Creed, Carrie Underwood. The next biggest size font has the other ones that I just said. Then you have to have Kanye Sunday service to open things up. You just have
With
this choir there.
special appearance by Godsmack. Just because I think Jesus would find that funny.
Seems violent towards God.
I think Jesus would find that funny.
The Doobie Brothers, Jesus is just all right.
There we go.
They'll play that.
Spirit in the Sky. Who was that? Norman
Rush.
something band, right? Well, Neil Peart's dead, and you said we're not doing zombies, so thanks for bringing that up.
Norman Greenbaum.
Norman Greenbaum. That's right. Yeah.
Why did I think it was Rush? I don't know. Well, that's a pretty solid show, you know. Robert, would you go
Yeah.
for that? Hanson will also be on the bill as well. I don't know if they're Christian.
They're wholesome.
Yeah. Just, yeah, everybody's gonna be like, yes, praise be that name.
Ooh, the LSD is in the shape of little Christ crackers. No, I was gonna say Jesus crackers, but Christ crackers sounds better. What are they fucking called? I grew up Catholic. How do I not know this?
Wafers.
Just a wafer? Is that? Yeah, I think that's what they call them. Just a little Jesus
The
wafer.
body of Christ.
But each one has like a little just drop of LSD on it.
1,000-Foot Crutch. That's also a Christian band I just saw.
Yeah.
So that counts. But yeah, I think that's a pretty solid little lineup. Somebody make us that lineup poster. And then put is it Christ plus one? Or
Yeah,
Faith
Christ plus one. Faith plus one. Yeah.
Faith plus one.
Faith plus one. And then Faith Hill has to also be on it as well.
Oh, good one.
We can add a bunch of these afterwards, but I think we got a solid little list. But that's a great question. When that's the When We Were Young
Is it just
festival
called
that we was talking about.
Jesus
That
Fest?
Jesus would have a cooler one. I really like he wouldn't do it, but like JFC would be a really funny one because you'd think it'd be Jesus fucking Christ, but it would be Jesus Festival Christ. Like do like the like how A&M has like the T in the middle, just like JFC. So it's like Jesus Christ Festival, but it's like the logo is JFC.
Christapalooza.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. Christapalooza.
All right. that was our What Would Jesus Do segment. Hashtag PTG WWJD. If you can throw Jesus in a modern day situation, we'll tell you how he would solve the problem, like we just told Mundo. Hashtag PTG WWJD to @PassGradePod. Pat, tell our friends about our buddies at Alamo Remedy CBD, please.
I'm going to flip it up on this too, because a lot of times they do the ad and they tell you the promo code at the end, but you had already bought it in the middle of the ad. No. Promo code PTG 10% off. Boom, right there. That way, pull it up, type in PTG. See, I don't think you can type it in until after you've selected something, but there you go. It's PTG 10% off. Go get yourself. Actually, can I fly with this? Because I'm going to be on a plane tomorrow. You get a little tense on the plane. I'm going to really need this cucumber lotion. Probably not. I don't think I can. Does lotion count as a liquid? How many ounces do they give me, Robert? You should be a flight aficionado.
I think lotion is good.
I don't want to lose it though. I'll have to Google it. I'll Google that later. Either way, take that with you. Actually, it'd probably be easier if I had the little pills. That's a very easy thing to fly with. You can fly with ibuprofen. That's not a problem. So you take their pills or your gummies. Perfect for a little fucking, God damn it. Why didn't I think ahead on this? Pop a couple gummies before the flight. Then you don't care about air travel. A little bit of tincture in the morning. Maybe, we say it all the time. You like to smoke? Bam. Get a little bit of the hemp flower. That works. I'm loyal though. The CBD lotion. This is my shit. This is my favorite one. It smells phenomenal. I'm not a guy that's always going to smell great. I'm fat. Fat guys are kind of stinky sometimes. We sweat a lot. It is what it is. Keep this thing on you. You're always going to smell like cucumbers. Everybody likes cucumbers. Nobody dislikes the smell of cucumbers. If they say they do,
take you
they're fucking lying.
to think of gummies? I was in the other room like screaming.
For
gummies!
A plane, yeah,
take gummies!
Yeah, for a plane ride. Yeah, that's what everyone does now. Though, yeah, I timed my cookie for my flight. You're right. It's not very that letter of me.
Alamo Remedy, very P though. CBD, that's P. That's what we call it. It's our CBD, that's P. Alamo Remedy CBD, guys. At Alamo Remedy and at Alamo Remedy CBD on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you heard about them on Pass the Gravy.
PTG at checkout.
Yeah, use our promo code PTG. 10% off your order. Actually, I believe looking at their website, you want to use through February 19th, use promo code Valentine's. And you're gonna get a buy one get one free situation right there. Use promo code Valentine's, buy one get one free. You get the cucumber melon lotion and the gummies. Bam! Sounds like a winner right there. Alamo Remedy CBD, AlamoRemedy.com, guys. The official sponsor of the Not Cool segment. And what is the Not Cool segment? You may ask. Well, it's basically saying that's not very P. That's what that's the Not P segment. This week is what we're going to call it. So just don't forget to phrase everything that way this week. The Not P segment, when things aren't very P, something that makes you say, hey man, not cool, dude. What the fuck? Like it can be something little, it can be something big, but just hit us up. Hashtag PTG Not Cool at Pass the Gravy Pod. That's how we search for it. This is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Who wants to start us off with our Not Cools?
I'll go.
Okay.
So yesterday, I was craving some Panera bread. So I placed an order online. I'm going to go pick it up myself because I don't live too far. Like 5 minutes away.
What'd you order though? What'd you order? What's your Panera?
I'll get to that. Okay.
All right.
So I go pick it up, and I'm waiting by like the rapid pickup area, and I see this sign right next to it that says, "At Panera, our priority is order accuracy. Just let us know if you get anything wrong, and we'll make it right." I'm like, that's the only thing. Like when you're on the toilet, you have nothing to read, so you start grabbing things. While I was waiting for my food, that's the only thing that was there, so I was reading that. I'm like, oh, okay. My order's never been wrong before, so that's cool though, I guess. Because they're like, oh, we'll also give you a free treat.
Ooh.
And my order's ready, and I grab it, and there's like the sticker on it that's like, no one has opened this bag because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
So here's your
sanitary seal.
Yeah, here's a sticker, and it's like a Panera Bread sticker that says like oatmeal raisin cookie something. I'm like, I did get a cookie with my order, but it was a chocolate chip cookie, not an oatmeal raisin.
Because you're not a psycho.
Exactly. Let me look at this. Make sure that it is a chocolate chip cookie. I opened it. It was. I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's good. So I drive back home. I'm about to start eating my sandwich. I open it. completely wrong sandwich.
Mm.
And I'm like, dang it. Like, I'm really hungry. I've been waiting a while. Sam had the car. I'm really hungry. This is the wrong sandwich. It's got stuff that I don't like onions and like some sauce. So I can't just like really take it off.
Yeah, onions you can. They still leave a lingering taste. Sauce is really tough to like scrape off without getting everything else.
Yeah. And so I don't even know what kind of sandwich it was. I just know that it wasn't what I liked at all. So I'm like, I don't live too far away. I'll go back and I get them to fix it. Like I go back. I'm like, hey.
Did you walk?
No. It's like I drove. It's like 5 minutes away. Not even very.
Okay, I thought you said Sam had the car, and I was like, so okay.
No, at this point I had the car. Yeah, I was just really hungry because Sam had the car all day.
Okay,
yeah,
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
On the same page. Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'll shut up now.
I go back and like, hey, this order isn't right. I ordered what I ordered was the bacon turkey Bravo, and I had some modifications like no tomatoes, and they gave me something else. I'm like, here, can you make it? Like, yeah, sure, we'll get it done. And the part of the sign was true. They're like, oh, can we offer you a treat while you wait? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I'll take this muffin thing. That seems really good. I'm like, okay, I already have a cookie.
That's cool.
I already have a cookie. Give me the muffin. And they come back, here's your sandwich. I'm like, cool. Everything's good. I go to my car. I'm like, I'm going to double check this. Just because I've already been burned once. I check it. It was the sandwich, but they ignored the original modifications I had.
So tomatoes were on it.
And the sauce. I don't really like the sauce.
Yeah.
They had sauce on it. I'm like, okay. Well, good thing I didn't go back home. I go back. I'm like, hey, still wrong. I had some modifications on it. Like you can see on the receipt. Here's the sandwich. I'm like, okay, sorry about that. We'll get it to you. They get it done. They hand it to me.
You didn't get a treat that time though?
Not that time. Damn it. Yeah, I know. They hand it back to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Go back to my car. I'm gonna check it one more time. It was still wrong. In the bacon turkey Bravo, they replaced the turkey with chicken. But I'm like, you know what? I like chicken. It's not an ingredient that I don't like. It's not like they had the sauce that I don't like. So I'm like, I don't want to go in the fourth time. I'm just going to eat this.
Mess it up more.
Yeah, I'm just going to eat this. I went back home. But it was just annoying having to go 3 times just so I can get the sandwich I wanted to eat. And I didn't end up eating the right sandwich.
Yeah, you're like a better guy than me. I went to it was a burrito place one time, and like you would just give them your name, and they'd shout it at the end, and they shouted out Alex, and I just went at the first Alex, and there was another Alex there, so I got the other Alex's burrito. And I opened it and was like, this is absolutely not what I got, but I was like, I'm not going back. Like I don't know, you're. I respect that you're like, no, this is what I wanted to eat. This is what I will eat. I'm just like, I got food. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
right.
And it's not a complicated. It's a sandwich. I think if it was something else that took more time to make, it's just a sandwich. That's pretty.
If you were like bitching about like medium rare plus on a steak that you ordered, that's a little bit different than like,
yeah,
dude, did you put the food that I said to put on the sandwich? Like there were 4 ingredients, man. Bread, not the sauce, not the tomatoes, turkey, and bacon or whatever else the other stuff is. Like that's all you had to do, man. Like it says it on this paper. I gave you 3 tries. This is baseball. You're out of there, dude. Like I don't understand. And like you don't want to be a dick because it's food service. So you're like, and like even if you can like see them making the food, you're like, I just don't want to yell. I don't ever want to like get like irritated with somebody that makes my food. And you're like, hey man, because then they'll skimp you on stuff. Like I know at Jamba Juice, when I worked at Jamba Juice and people were assholes about stuff, it's like I would skimp on half the stuff. I'm like, fuck you. You're gonna try and embarrass me in front of people? Get the fuck out of here. Like I didn't do that on purpose. And then if you try to like really like get like, all right, cool. Like, and then we would just put fiber. We would put a bunch of fiber as their boost. You could get boosts and they'd be, oh, give me a protein boost. Like, yeah, 5 scoops of fiber. Have fun shitting later.
You're a piece of shit.
No, they were at that point.
No,
but,
I'm very on your side with this. I'll take whatever. That being said, if the 3rd time I walked in, it wasn't correct, I'd walk in, I'd be like, are you guys fucking like pranking me? Like, is this a joke? I'd be like, no, here's what's going to happen now. You guys don't get to touch my food anymore. I'm coming behind the counter. I'm going to make my own sandwich that I'm still paying you for because you can't read 4 fucking lines.
Like the name of the sandwich is bacon turkey Bravo. But instead of turkey, they put chicken.
Well, and it said substitutes, but it says what the substitutes are or anything like that. It's like, just read, man. Sometimes there's mix-ups and there's like screens they don't have, but like, I don't know. That does like, I admire the gusto you had, the dedication you had to be like, I'm gonna get the goddamn sandwich that I wanted.
But then you gave up.
Like, well, yeah, but then I just gave up. Yeah, I did.
Because like, you were like, well, I'm satisfied with it.
You were fighting the good fight, and then you just said, no mas.
Yeah, they beat me. And it was ingredient that I like chicken. Just like it's like they didn't have, I don't know. It
wasn't like salami.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, chicken's fine. I just thought it was funny, the whole situation. Like,
yeah, no, that does suck. There's other words of that because then like sometimes when you go pick up like food and stuff, you don't deal with the person that deals with to-go orders. You're just like, hey, this is wrong. Like, well, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm over here doing this. And like they don't give a shit, but like, dude, I love Panera. Panera is like Chili's. You guys know how I feel about Chili's, and then it's like right below Chili's is like Panera for the amount of love. When Emma and I had, we like what we were not just on the grind, getting married and stuff, saving that money. We would like, oh, dude, you want to treat ourselves? Let's go fucking Panera. You get a sandwich and a soup combo. I like the Cuban sandwich they got there, and then the BLT they have, the avocado BLT, turkey BLT. Sometimes you'd get there too. That was also
broccoli cheddar soup
and broccoli cheddar soup. Nothing better than some broccoli cheddar soup. But yeah, dude, fuck Panera in this situation. It's a solid, not cool. And it's one of those where you're just like, nobody else understands this, but I'm just like yelling internally.
Mm-hmm.
I want to freak out. I'm not going to because I'm a normal person, but I want to freak out. I will go with I'll tell you guys my not cool, and it's really just that I have gotten addicted to scrolling through the you don't have an Instagram, Pat, so I guess you don't know any of this, but like Robert, those staged Instagram ads where it's like, OMG, my boyfriend got me this, and it's like a picture carousel, or like it's like a box that opens up and like it looks like a flower, it's just got pictures cut up on it, and it's like $80, and they're like, OMG, this is amazing, and it's super like staged shit. I've gotten addicted to just rolling in the comments, being like scrolling through those, being like, these are so cringy. Like somebody else is like calling bullshit on this, right? I'm not going to be the one to call bullshit, but other people are. And then just reading like, people like, this is fucking staged as shit. This is stupid. Oh my God, if my boyfriend ever got me this, I'd kill myself. Like, I'm like, just trashing it. And so like, I'm just like, anytime I see like really cringy one, like I'll just like scroll down on it. But that just means like I'm activating whatever the sensors are that mean like, oh, he loves this ad. Let's show him more of these. So like all of my ads are just like, all of my Instagram is just those ads. So it's like the thing I love to hate is now 90% of my Instagram feed, it feels like. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
T's and P's.
That's very minor, not cool, but that's my not cool for this week.
I've got to I'm going to Vegas tomorrow, and I just found out like 2 days ago that Vegas is still like all masked up. And I've got no problem wearing a mask, but in my head, it's Vegas. There's no rules there. So I was like disappointed when my buddy was like, hey, dude, you still have to wear your mask in the casinos and everything. And I was like, oh shit. I just wanted to have a drunken weekend with the boys in Vegas and not have to worry about pulling my mask up after every sip.
You get a hooker, do you have to have a mask?
I don't know. I will report live from the Bunny Ranch and let you know.
Yeah, let me know if the hookers have to mask up.
No, but like my brother was like, dude, just get a super long straw and always have it sitting in your drink and in your mouth. And I was like, that's actually kind of fucking brilliant.
Like a crazy straw though. Like what with like all like the circles and like.
No, I'm just gonna like smash like 3 straws into each other. So it's just like a 1.5 foot long straw.
No, get one of those straws that like it's also like glasses. Those like plastic glasses you can put. So like you drink on the straw and it goes like through the glasses and then into your mouth. And then people are like, what is this fucking guy's thing?
He's got a mullet and a glasses straw.
And a 3-foot crazy glasses straw.
That's actually an idea. I'll see if they have that in the duty-free shop at the airport. My other one, and this is my actual one, is when I'm at work at night, I fucking just have my laptop with me and I'm streaming hockey. Like that's what I fucking do now.
That's what I do at night as well. Not at work, but at home.
I tried to last night, and I opened up the laptop, and I have ESPN Plus on. I'm clicking on it. It will not load the fucking video. Will not load the video. So I shut off the laptop. I go to turn it back on. Won't fucking power on. But battery was fully fucking charged. I stay ready. I come to work ready. Won't turn back on for like 5 minutes. I'm fucking with. Finally, I just take my hand and like swipe it across the entire thing, and it comes on. I'm like, sweet. So then I go to type in my password. Keyboard won't fucking work. I'm like, God damn. So I try the swipe thing again. No, still won't fucking work. I have to turn it back off again. This time it does turn back on easily. And keyboard works. I reload ESPN Plus. This is all going on like 20 minutes while I'm getting food out. So like this is taking forever because I'm still like having to work while doing this.
Oh no.
Load it back up. Load it back up. Get the video ready. Click play. Still won't play the fucking video. So I just wasted all that goddamn time and frustration. It would play on my phone. Wouldn't play on the fucking laptop last night. Couldn't watch hockey at work. I was pissed off.
Dude, that's like a fucking tragedy, bro.
It was so brutal. I was so mad. All I wanted to do was have some hockey on so I could track my fucking bets. No, I couldn't even track my fucking bets last night. I just had like
Dude,
at the end of the night, I just checked the
like
score.
I told you to.
Could have. No, but I took the over in that game.
Well, I got both, and so Daddy made some money last night. But yeah, dude, that sucks that you couldn't watch hockey at your job while you were working.
Well, you know what? They're gonna have me work like almost every fucking night of the week. Daddy's gonna watch some hockey.
5 days a week, you mean?
Yeah, that's almost every.
Like a work week.
5 nights a week, though, asshole. You know what else happens at night? All fucking sports.
And you know what else happens at night? Werewolves.
That's true.
So if you think about it, they might be saving you. You're not getting attacked
scary,
by werewolves. Man. I don't know if it's a full moon or not, but werewolves come out at night. So there you go.
Scary bastards.
That does suck. That like any computer issue like that, it's just like, dude, I just want to watch my fucking game. What are you doing? What are you doing? I have I'll piggyback on that. This was like, it's very privileged, not cool, but like when I bought Emma's ring, they had some deal. I didn't go because of this deal, but they gave me like a Microsoft Surface laptop, and like it's got like the screen has like a purple line down the middle of it, like so like the screen was fucked up. I was like, all right, whatever, it's free. But then it wasn't charging yesterday, and I was like, oh god. Like I was like about to have like a freak out, and I was like, dude, this is a free computer. Just chill the fuck out, Alex. And I was like, oh no, like my give a fuck about this computer's well-being is none. So like I just want to, like, I don't know how long this computer is going to last, because it's like the next time it gives me shit, it's like I have no problem just throwing it against a wall and breaking it because I didn't pay for it, which is like I seem like a spoiled kid, and I need to not do that. So like I convinced myself not to do that yesterday. Like, no, Alex, don't do that. This is a free screen you have. You can watch an extra game. If you break this, you can't watch an extra game. And then I figured out how to get to work, and it was just like, okay, good. I'm glad I didn't break that. But like, I don't know how long this thing's gonna last. So similar problems we both experienced, I would say.
You should bring it back to the store though, Vic. You gave me a broken laptop.
It's like a freebie.
Doesn't matter. Just because it's free
Actually,
doesn't
like when we went back to get Emma's ring resized, they like, that's not even like a promotion they have anymore. So they probably don't even have anymore. And I bet like all the free ones, they're like, yeah, just give us some of the defective ones. I don't give a shit. It's just a freebie.
Here, take it, stupid. Get out of.
There are people buying diamonds here.
Enjoy your
rich,
blood diamond.
I come in and I'm like, I'm not rich, but hey, I'd like to return this free laptop you gave me, and they like to exchange it. Like, we don't do that. You fucking peasant. That's what I am. I'm like the poor guy. I'm just like, yeah, but I bought a diamond once.
I did this one
I used
time.
all of my money on this.
Well, I'm never shopping here again. Wasn't gonna in the first place, but now I'm definitely not.
All right. Well, we just had a little bit of a little like snafu here with my internet. I guess they just cut
and
out.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me for once.
It wasn't. I apologize. I apologize for that, guys.
Ass internet over there.
But yeah, that was our not cool. I don't even remember how I wrapped that up. But that was our not cool segment. Let's get into the answer segment. You guys send us your questions, anything you'd like. If it's a relationship question you have for us, then hit us up, hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Grade Pod on Twitter. Just send us any kind of questions, a high thought, a drunk thought, something you heard on the internet that you want to hear our takes on. At Pass the Grade Pod, use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we'll search for them. And then you can also email them to us if you don't have Twitter, but we check Twitter first. Answers at passthegradepod.com. You can also go just send us anything on passthegradepod.com. But this is the answer segment brought to you by littlemshop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. They got all kinds of awesome stuff. They are fully stocked on their keychains. They have awesome compact mirrors, the best air fresheners in the world for just $3. And they also have these cool little checklists. Like I like when you give your dog the heartworm pills, you can just mark the date and it reminds you, oh, okay, I gave the 20th last month. You got if the 20th is coming up, got to get ready to give the dog the heartworm pills. Awesome little stuff like that. And the best air fresheners on the planet. Get the fuck the patriarchy keychains. They just freshly stocked up with those. Who hates patriarchies? We do. We hate the patriarchy. Fuck the patriarchy. Tell everybody you hate the patriarchy by buying one of those at littlemshop.com. They have awesome t-shirts. They're like pocket tees, except without pockets. They just have little cool phrases like "Don't talk to me, just okay," main character, millennial, and pretty smart. I also have ones that say tired and weird. I like the one that says weird the most. That's my personal favorite one. But go get them. There's some of the softest shirts you could ever buy at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and Little EM Shop on Instagram. Give them a follow. Let them know you're supporting them because they support Pass the Grade Podcast. If you enter promo code PTG69 at checkout, you're going to get 10% off of your order at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Answers. Any questions?
All right, let's start off with our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
OMG, or at OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. Skylar says, what musical chord could David play that would make the Lord go nice? I don't know anything about musical chords. I'm going to be honest with you.
Is this a Bible thing?
I'm going to say a G for God.
I'm surprised you didn't say P.
Well, it would be P if you could, but I don't think P is a chord, actually.
It's not.
P is sort of a flip-flopped G, if you think about it. A backwards G.
Yeah, sure. G, I guess. I don't know. I don't know shit about
P
music or the
for
Bible
God.
because I never paid attention in church. So
Wow, dude. I'm going to go G for God.
yeah, we'll go G for God.
There you go. Perfect. Nailed that one. All right. Our next question is from Javier Perez at Silkies_man. He says, would fewer men turn into stone if Medusa had bigger boobs?
I mean, probably. Or at least it would take longer.
Or would you just be focused on the boobs instead of...
Yeah, you're going to look at her boobs first and then her face. Because, I mean, you get caught by big boobs.
Have you seen the Amazon commercial with Medusa in it?
Yeah,
where
that actually
she's wearing glasses. That makes sense to me. I'm like, why didn't she just wear glasses in the first place?
See, so in that commercial, Medusa actually came up in the restaurant the other day because I had a question about it. Was it her eyes or the snakes that make people turn to stone?
It was her eyes. You're not supposed to look her in the eyes. That's what everybody.
They said they always said if you look at her face. So I was like, are the snakes? So the whole reason for asking it was this. Was if it was the snakes, then if you stared at her pussy, would you turn to stone too?
No.
Why not? Because you know she's gonna have pubes. Why would those pubes not be snakes as well?
Well, the pubes would definitely be snakes, but I don't think it was the snakes.
That's why I had that. That was the whole premise. But
you could say whispering eye. Does that work?
That's true, whispering eye. But yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know if fewer men would turn to stone, but it would take longer because they're gonna stare at her boobs first. They'd be alive for a half second more.
Well, maybe. I mean, what if they're not a bunch of like misogynists that are just staring at boobs? You know, or if they're just guys that are trying to engage in a conversation with it.
Everybody loves a good old big pair of titties.
I don't know. I'd like to think that I would try and just be like, Medusa, what's up? Like, if I had glasses on, would that cancel out Medusa's eyes staring at me and turning me into stone?
No, because you're still looking at her.
But there's a layer in between.
It'd have to be some like sick ass like SEAL Team 6 level sunglasses to stop that shit.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be risky business to be friends with Medusa. Like, she could never stay over at your house. You're just like, oh shit, I accidentally saw you in the eyes and now I'm stoned. This is the worst. She probably loses a lot of friends.
I mean, it's a lonely life being
it's a whole new meaning
Greek monster.
Stoned when you're hanging with Medusa, you know?
There you go.
There we go. And on that, we'll move on. Great question though, Javier at Silkies_man. Our next question is from Todd Voss at as_scene_by_TV on Twitter. He says, if you could learn real magic, not just illusions, what spell or ability would you learn first?
Teleportation.
I would want to read minds.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Because it'd be funny just if I know you don't believe that. And yeah, I do, but you're lying to me. I know, I can tell.
Yeah, but then you would know that Robert doesn't actually love you, and that would hurt a lot.
Oh, I already know that.
No, dude, it's
every day
teleportation, or it's just you open a window like Doctor Strange, and it's instantaneous travel, man.
I want to read minds.
That's the superpower. That's the magic ability. That's the number one of everything.
It's either read minds or I would want the ability to know the score of a game before the game happened, so I could bet it.
Well, just think about it. At any moment, you could be standing right here, and then you could be like, you know what? I want to go watch the Yankees play in New York today.
Yeah,
Bam,
but when
I'm
you
there.
want to know, like, I want to know what the result of the Yankees game will be before the Yankees game starts. So then I'll be like, yeah, I'll take Yankees run line. So I can make money on it because I'll know how it turns.
Time travel's tricky, man.
I mean,
You're opening up a lot.
This doesn't always work. I know butterfly
Yeah, you're
effect
opening
and
up
all that shit.
a lot of wormholes, man. You don't mess with time.
I would want to be able to like read minds. That would be it. Or whatever the thing is where you can make somebody tell you the truth.
2 penises.
No, I'm not good enough with one, dude. I can't imagine myself with 2, you know?
Well, I figure 2 might actually get the job done for once.
I don't think 2 gets it done with one person. Like, maybe.
3
No,
then.
I just think it gets confusing. The more penises you have, the more confusing it gets. Which one do you use first, you know?
You could pee on 2 piles of snow at once.
You can write your first and last name in the snow.
Sorry, it wasn't so good the other night. I didn't use my favorite dick.
Would it be a top dick or a bottom dick or a left dick or a right dick?
I was picturing side by side. Just one over each nut.
What I was picturing like that, like there's 2 of them. So does there have to be 2 ball sacks?
No, it's just one over each nut.
Robert, how would you imagine having 2 penises?
Because think about it, if they were top bottom, one of your dicks would be sitting on top of your other dick all the time, and then you'd get some dick sweat going from just skin on skin.
They can't be next to each other.
What?
I think it has to be in a completely different location. like an arm
on your back, like right on your shoulder blade.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Chest dick.
What it was like one of your like your pinky finger. So then you could just like, I gotta go piss. And you just like pee that way. Like,
what if your
stop on a
second
road
dick
trip? You could just piss out the window.
Hear me out on this one.
Hold
What
your
if your
finger out.
second dick was located on your leg, right where your other dick ended, so it looked like you had a really big dick in your jeans? Because and then you just pull down your pants, like tricked you. She's like, why do you have a dick? You got a dick in the middle of your thigh? Yeah. But while we're here, babe.
Babe, Just sit on this thigh.
Suck my dick. I'm gonna put my other dick on your shoulder.
She loves it when I do that. My ability,
still teleportation.
If I could learn real magic, I would want to learn how to like read minds. Robert, what would you want to learn?
How to fly a broom.
Fuck, that's a good one.
Brooms aren't comfortable, man.
Yeah, but like they're speedy.
Yeah.
You know what else is
I always
speedier?
like thought like
Teleport fucking tation.
Like, do you think like they would have like airbags
No. Where are you gonna put an airbag on a broom?
inside of the broom? It's just
Yeah,
a big,
it pops
like,
up.
It just pops out. So like you hit.
So
How do you get an
hit
airbag into
something-
a steering wheel?
Hold on,
It doesn't make sense.
Think
dude.
about this. If you hit
Gunpowder?
something and you go forward and your airbag deploys from below you, it's just gonna send you flying even farther. It's more
No, because
dangerous.
if you're in the sky though, you're probably more likely to suffer from like falling injuries. So when you're falling, when it hits, it goes. So it's like you like land on a pad instead of like, yeah, you Sonny Bobo yourself if you run into anything. But like falling is like we saw Harry Potter. He broke all those bones when he got fucked up on the Quidditch match. You know, that was because he fell to the ground.
I mean, that's if you even hold on to the broom.
Are airbags just air mattresses?
They could be if they're just relocated air mattresses.
Yeah.
It's a great observation, Robert.
They're high velocity mattresses.
Yeah.
High velocity.
Don't they have like gunpowder in them or something like that? Like, don't you get burned if an airbag goes off on you?
I know, like,
Yeah,
like
the
I think
powder?
so,
a lot of people
yeah.
break your nose.
Well, yeah, but it's also like you don't fly out a window, so that's super cool.
One of my big things is like I hate when Sam's in the passenger seat and she like puts her feet on the dash because if we get in an accident,
Oh,
an
yeah.
airbag goes off.
Or your legs are broken.
Yes. So like I'm like,
Your hip is probably broken too.
Mhm. I always tell her like, no, put your feet down. You just never know. I'm paranoid about that.
Yeah, I hope I never have to deal with an airbag. I just like that's too
Have you never?
never. Luckily, knock on wood.
Have
Yeah,
you
me
had-
either.
Gotten in,
Really?
gotten in wrecks, but never going fast enough to where the airbag deployed.
Yeah, I had an airbag go off. It's loud, like it was ringing in your ears for a little bit. But the airbag didn't do anything for me. Like I didn't go forward enough to feel the airbag. It just went off.
But a bunch of like dust and shit shoots at you, right?
Yeah,
Too,
yeah.
right? Because that's what's holding it in there. Were you just covered in shit though?
Yeah, not completely, but yeah, there was like stuff on me and like on the seats and stuff.
Like, how fast were you going?
I don't think I was going that fast, maybe 30. I don't know. But like it was rainy, so like I don't know, I couldn't brake in time.
Okay.
So like
Dude, that's scary.
yeah.
I remember my aunt she hit a deer one time, and it was like she had like all these burns and stuff from the airbag, and like I've heard it like breaks people's ribs or bruises their ribs and stuff like that. Just it depends on I guess how close your steering wheel is, how close you are, how fast you're going. But it's just like that's crazy, bro. But like, what a fucking invention! Like, what if instead of having everybody fly through these windshields, we put these belts that they can just buckle. And then they kind of, you get jerked forward. It doesn't feel great, but you don't fly out of the window. Like, Dave, that's a great idea. So, all right. Well, what Dave said is a great idea. But what about if we also had some sort of like cushion that just ejects when
It's a pillow that punches you in the mouth.
That's a great idea too. We could just put it on the steering wheel. And then they're like, what if we add them elsewhere? But yes, I think to go back to the original discussion, I think that you would want to have the bottom airbags for the broom because you're more likely to suffer an injury from falling. But yeah, great question. And I still think reading minds, like you could tell what people are thinking. I could play poker with anybody and win every single time because you'd know what they have. They'd be like, I have this and this.
Or I could just teleport anywhere I want to go.
It'd be like a real life What Women Want movie.
I definitely don't want to know what women are thinking of me all the time.
Emma's just disappointed thoughts of like, I'm with this guy. Like I would, that'd be a bad idea. Just like, I'm with him. Fuck.
Yeah, one day you just hear her be like, it's P, a divorce attorney.
He proposed to me. That was this P. It wasn't very P that he proposed to me, and I said yes. That's what she'd be thinking. Next question. Ooh, we got a newbie. This is an emailed in question from Richard Barnes. Rick Barnes, I believe, was the head coach of Texas basketball.
Yep.
He's the Tennessee coach now, but he's a college basketball coach. But I don't know if Richard was his full name, but I like to think that Richard Barnes might be the head coach of Tennessee basketball. So it's great to have a head coach weighing in. But he says, "What is your favorite crime?"
Ooh. My favorite crime. That is a good one.
A crime of passion.
I'd say probably speeding. Speeding is the one is the crime that I do most often. I like driving fast.
All right. Favorite crime to do, and then favorite crime that you just wish you could do, like the coolest crime.
Speeding and murder.
Right,
no.
Speeding's a good one. Favorite crime.
Jaywalking.
Jaywalking's a badass crime, isn't it? I like that.
Theft. I don't know. I feel like stealing shit could be pretty cool.
Stealing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's still like a shitty thing to do because you put people in weird spots.
I want to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Okay, that's my favorite crime. That's my favorite crime, is stealing the Declaration
I love that movie.
of Independence specifically. That would be my favorite crime, but like probably the crime that I do would
stealing the election.
Speeding. Cut that part out too, also.
I love doing that to you, Alex. Yeah, dude, speeding is so much fun.
I don't think speeding's fun. It's just like it's the easiest one to do. Where sometimes you're like, yeah, all right, the speed limit is 65. Okay, I'm going 75. Fuck you.
Actually, I wouldn't even say it's fun. It's a necessity. Like, I have to drive super fast and drive around people because they're not going fast enough in the left-hand lane.
Is it a crime to buy seats that are further back than where you end up sitting? Like to like sit in a when you go to an Astros game, you move up. Is that a crime? Because I don't think that's technically a crime.
Could be. Ooh, you know what was a good one? Underage drinking. That was a great crime.
But now we're of age, so that's a bad crime. We're very
but at the time, it was
when I was underage drinking was my favorite crime. Now that I am of age, I hate underage drinking.
Illegally downloading music, that was a fun crime.
I was gonna say that, but I don't want to get like flagged,
I don't even know how to do it anymore.
How'd you fucking watch the fight, dude? Pat was calling me watching the UFC fight, and you were definitely, let's just say, Pat maybe didn't go through ESPN for that one.
First of all, I said illegally downloading music. I don't even know what you're talking about. I said I don't know how to illegally download music.
Oh, I lost it. I'm just music, but
yeah, like the days of like
very popular one.
Fucking Napster and Kazaa, and maybe some other things that you were downloading on those sites as well.
Everybody that just was like, "Hey, I'm gonna ruin my family computer because I wanted I wanted to download Usher." Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was all the porn that was doing that, not the songs.
No, the songs definitely fucked it up too. We had free sites, bro. We had free sites for a very long time. XNXX was always around, bro.
Yeah, but the internet was slow. It was easier to just download off Kazaa.
No, I never wanted to have it downloaded. If you had it downloaded, like you're guilty. You're like, I don't know how I don't know.
Bro, I remember the days of downloading a picture and the screen just like slowly loading line by line.
Yep. And your mom picks up the phone and it turns off your whole internet. You're like, God damn it! I was on AIM.
Like kids now, man, they don't know the struggle.
They got it too easy. Favorite crime though, probably like speeding. Speeding would be a good one.
Yeah, that's got to be my favorite. That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Ooh, then a really cool one would be like insider trading, but like I've never gotten to be in on it,
Yeah, nobody's ever gonna let me in. I want to know what to do with the information anyway.
And I'm only saying insider trading now because obviously I've never done insider trading, or else I wouldn't even mention it. Pat and Robert haven't said the same, so it's very possible that they are insider traders. So maybe investigate them instead of me.
I don't even own any stonks. No
But I
stonks for this guy.
saw something the other day that like came out about like the politicians and like people in like the Senate and Congress and stuff that were like, yeah, well, this stock went down and they sold it like the day before. This stock went up and they bought it right before. And it's like all of like the insider trading that goes on Congress is like, that'd be sick to just be like, we just line these pockets real quick. Get out, you know? It's fucked up, but it's like, I just give me a get rich quick scheme, you know?
I heard a guy in the restaurant today say something along the lines of, you know, I thought about going into politics, but there's just not any money to be made there. And I was like, are you fucking stupid?
It's
the only reason to go into politics. I mean, obviously, like your ideals and shit, but I should rephrase that. That's the only reason people go into politics.
I would get like
actually
killed
like
if I was a politician. I would
like
get,
if you're behind the
because
scenes.
I didn't listen to anybody. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll make deals with you and you and you and you and you, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't remember saying any of that, but thanks for all the cool stuff.
No, I mean, I don't get me wrong.
Alex is dead.
I would take so much money from so many people, but it would be like, I'm not going to take it from anybody. Like they could come and go, we need you to vote yes on this. I'm like, no, that's fucking stupid. That's a dumbass bill. The tobacco lobby, you come over here. I like cigars. Give me your money. Like I'd back shit that I'm into.
Is there a Chili's lobbyist? Can we get that guy? I'll get bribed by that guy. I'm cool with that. Like, there's no such thing. I don't know what you think Congress is, Alex. Well, it doesn't matter. Somebody from Chili's has to have a seat in Congress somehow.
Oh, I mean, 100%. There's definitely somebody in Congress who owns a Chili's somewhere. It's got to be.
It has to be. God, one day we'll all own a Chili's and think how awesome that Chili's will be. It'll be the best Chili's ever.
It's going to be a fucking great Chili's.
All right. Our last question of the week is from our girl, Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _ She says, if you know I have a filthy mouth and you still bring your kids around me, is it my responsibility to filter what I say around them?
I have a 3-word motto that I live my life by. Fuck them kids. All right.
Okay.
You do you.
But that's
their problem.
Problematic if you look at it from a certain way.
I don't have a mustache. I don't mean it that way. Dude,
it's
fuck
one of
the
those things
kids.
where it's like, A, am I drunk? Have I been drinking? Because if I'm drinking, I am not responsible for anything that I say. 2, does this like happen often and you correct me every time? Or are you just all of a sudden you're like, dude, chill out. My kids are here. And C, like, you should just know who you're hanging out with at that point.
Right? Like, I'm going to try not to cuss around your kids, but it's going to fucking happen.
As long as like I'll
teach
correct.
your kids
like,
that it's bad words.
Shit, I mean, crap.
Don't talk like
I'll
Uncle
try and
Pat.
correct
He
it.
uses bad words.
Yeah,
So,
like, you're not allowed to say that word.
You
But
say
then
that
they
word.
still say it because you're told you're not allowed to say it.
The terrorist known as Elf on a Shelf is going to tell Santa you get no presents.
Oh yeah, you just threaten Elf on a Shelf to get killed or something like that. That's a good thing to put on your.
If you talk like Pat, Santa's going to kill himself.
No.
No more presents ever.
Do you want Christmas or do you want to ruin Christmas? Because if you say that word again, Santa's gone.
Santa's going to chop off
He's gonna get stuck in a chimney.
Rudolph's nose and leave the bloody nose on our front doorstep if you say that word.
Is that what you want? Do you want that? I didn't think
make it metal as fuck. They'll remember that.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
No,
you
not even a little.
Didn't bring the kids there. They can ask you to stop, but like,
it's not your fault. Not even a little bit.
Not your fault. Not your fault. Especially if you've been drinking. Especially if you've been drinking, because people curse more when they've been drinking. It's just science.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. And I think it's not very
P
of them to continuously expect you to just conduct yourself in a way that they think is P, but is actually not P at all. Just push that P, Alexis, and you be you. All right. Don't let anybody tell you what's P and what's not P, except for us, because we'll tell you it's P. And it's P to just be yourself. It is
just pee yourself.
It's not your responsibility to filter. But like, I try to filter, but it's not your responsibility.
No.
So yeah, great question. And I think we answered it handily. So If you got an answers question at Pass Grade Pod, I am at Alex J Milton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. And Robert has a podcast called A Recent Study Suggests. You can listen to that every Monday at A Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Give him and Sam a follow over there and check out the podcast. I have Clear and Big Blue podcast to do every Tuesday. You can check that out at CBB Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And if you watch Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother going down February 2nd, I believe that is next Tuesday, we will have Pass Gravy Bro back. It's a 2-week long season. There is a Super Bowl Sunday episode that we will definitely not be doing a podcast on. But I would say most of the other nights we will be doing podcasts. So we'll follow at Passing Ray Bro. We'll keep you guys up to date on our broadcast schedule. And when there's a cast reveal here in the next couple of days, we'll do a whole pre-show predictions thing. It may just be me and Emma. It may be Emma, me, and Chris. It may be me, Emma, Chris, and Pat. Who knows? We don't know what's going on just yet. It's a 2-week thing. It's going to compete with the Olympics. But Celebrity Big Brother. Hopefully we get some good people in there. And at Passing Ray Bro, if you want to give us a follow there, give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Please share us with a friend. Subscribe to our fucking YouTube channel. Shout out to Raymundo. Raymundo went and hit that subscribe button, or he screenshot us. Screenshot us that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get ourselves up to more subscribers so we can get ads and stuff like that, so we can maybe make some money and monetize that YouTube channel it's just Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube, right? Yeah, it's our YouTube channel. It's pretty easy to find. You can watch the podcast, the video version of the podcast there every single week. Pass Grade Podcast. Go subscribe to it. Show us that you subscribe to it at Pass Grade Pod. You guys have a great rest of your week. We love you guys. Anybody got anything else? Anything else? Nothing.
Nope, that's it.
Well, we'll talk to you guys next week. And until we do, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, real pretty fur. The whole club was looking right at her. She hit the floor, and the next thing that you